And we're back with another UFC breakdown. This week, it's UFC Winnipeg, hot off the tails of UFC 327. Yuri, why? Why are we doing this, Yuri?
Yuri.
BP, how we doing tonight, brother? We got a greasy Canada card to break down. I mean,
yeah, we do. I mean, coming off the heels of the best event of the year, I think I can say that without too much argument. And we get a Canada card, right? Canadian fans, top 5 pound for pound fans in the world. This card, listen, it's rough on paper. We're not gonna lie. I do like some spots. I'm excited to watch those fights. But again, I'm the guy that's gonna watch everything. It could be a trash can versus a mop. I'm going, you know what? I'm gonna watch it, right? That's just, I'm a degenerate. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's gonna be a tough to rebound, or excuse me, to bounce back or to follow, I should say, 327, because it was monumental, it was unbelievable. But again, I think there's gonna be some spots. I think there's some good, exciting fights. Hopefully, when we win money, because I did not win money on 327. Thank you, Yuri. And yeah, put our bootstraps on this one, bub.
Yeah, I mean, it's no UFC 327, even though 327 name value wasn't off the charts, but at least most of the fighters had actually had a UFC fight,
Correct.
A lot of debuters here, a lot of local talent.
And there was one bad fight on 327, just one.
Yeah.
It was Reyes. It was Reyes.
Which everyone was expecting, right? Everyone thought that fight was decision.
Yeah, sure. I thought Reyes was, or I thought it was going to end a knockout. I obviously chose a side. And they decided to be like, hey, listen, we're just going to kind of spar and see what happens, because we're both afraid to get knocked out. So, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that never happens between them again. I made a conclusion here. Yeah. Since the UFC's traveling around, in 2026, they've gone to Australia, they've gone to Mexico, and this week they're going to Canada.
Yeah.
And every time they go to these locations, they try to load up the cards with, Mexican fighters, Australian fighters, Canadian fighters. Why is it that all these regions have terrible fighters? They can't fill a card. Like Mexico, it was Jose Medina, fucking Christian. They have to put the local guys on there.
Yeah.
And then they have to give them an opponent that they think they could beat, because they want them to win in their home country. So their local guys aren't good. And then they have to find them an opponent that is even worse than them. So these cards have been super low level. Yeah. Mexico had Moutinho, Medina. I mean, Australia, it's the Tafa Bros, Jamie Malarkey, these are rough. This week we got two debuters from Canada, and then we got Tanner Boser coming back.
Oh, the Bose man.
It's come on, man. Yeah. What are we doing here? At least, women's MMA in Canada is not terrible.
Sure.
We got ladies, they're not bad.
Yeah.
And main event, I mean, Mike Malott is Mr. Canada himself.
He's their next guy, right?
Right. I mean, 34. How much longer can he come along, dude?
He's supposed to be the next guy, we'll see.
Either way.
It's
a card.
It's a card. I agree with you. Mexico was primarily a boxing country, and now they're really developing some MMA fighters. They're in infancy. Australia's made a long stride from the Anthony Peroche days. I don't even know who that is. Guy stunk up the joint. So they've obviously made a lot of strides. And then, they tend to go to these markets. My least favorite market they go to is the Chinese market, because those Chinese fighters, I think, they all kind of fight the same. The fights are kind of fucking boring. It's just tough in the Chinese market. And they don't cater to US audience. They'll put that bitch on, the prelims are 3 a.m. Eastern time. So they're trying to grow the sport in these different places, I guess. I don't know. I just wish they would fucking come close to me. I mean, they're going to Philly. They just announced Philly. They made a deal. I mean, when's the last time they had a fight or something in Wisconsin for you, my guy?
A long time ago, bro.
Been a while. I mean, maybe Anthony Pettis brought him to Milwaukee, but that was years ago. They haven't been to Cincinnati since Matt Brown headlined versus Eric Silva. So yeah, I just wish, I'm being a greedy American, but yeah, I mean, they're just trying to go to these places, and they're trying, listen, they have a stranglehold in Canada because they had GSP. They had one of the greatest. They had, and they're trying to find the next one Jazius might be the next female. Mike Malott, they're really pushing him. Obviously, he's the main event. So we'll see. We'll see. And Canada's huge too, so whenever they go to Canada, I'm like, oh, they're in Canada again. But, it might be in Vancouver. That's fucking across the country from goddamn Toronto. So not everyone in Canada gets to, just because it's in Canada, I mean, they get to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, in Winnipeg is like an 11-hour drive for me. And I thought it might be cheap tickets, 11-hour drive. You could do that in a day. And then I looked at the weather and it's supposed to snow on Friday. I said, hell no. I'm not making that drive, dude. Fuck that.
I've been to Canada once when I was 18 before you had to have a passport. We went to Windsor because you could drink at 18. We thought we were cool. But no, I've never been. I've been invited when I first started. These dudes had a podcast from Edmonton and they invited me to their place several times. And but I that's the only never been. But yeah, I mean, 11-hour drive. I mean, my superpower in this world is I could probably drive upwards to a week straight, like without sleeping and being cool. Like I drive to our beach trip every year. It's like 11, 12-hour drive down to the beach. I mean, I do it without a fucking care in the world, without a blink, just fucking cruising. It's a superpower I have. It's weird. Like anything under 4 hours, it's like a sneeze to me. You know what I mean? Like nothing.
I don't mind driving for, a road trip. The only thing that's bad is if you got passengers. I like driving by myself. And then also it's like, can't really do anything while you're driving. Like can't really do any work. So then I'll fall behind on work, but I don't mind driving, dude. When I would drive from Florida to Wisconsin, like it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 24 hours. You got to split it up, but
yeah,
that's not the worst. Not the worst thing. How we doing tonight, chat? We got a lot of
what's up, bud?
Chat is already popping. We got Dix Insider already in here. You see, he changed his profile picture to Calvin Gastelum. Yeah, definitely warranted there from Dixon. What's going on, Neil Island?
Neil Island, sure.
We're a little bit late. I'm sorry. I was on the shitter. I'll take that one. I'll take that.
KO parlays. Yeah, 2-hour toilet break. Nothing better to get paid while you're taking a shit at work. Where's my big lesbian? Yeah, he's here, babe. He's right here. Growing the hair out, kid.
Wife wants it. What's going on, brother? Olajuwon, Mandel Nallo, Marcio Bosa about to put belt to ass.
Okay, I like that.
He's got something to say about that. Shitty AI. You don't love this AI? Come on, man.
Nah, yeah, they were getting on Eddie. Eddie didn't like the AI.
Dude, I think they're funny. If it was just our faces, like it wouldn't be as fun, Yeah. Just throw it in the AI, see what it spits out.
See what she spits out. Do you pay for do you use, I don't want to expose you. Do you use Chat GPT and do you pay, are you like a pro premium?
Yeah, it's like $20 a month.
Okay, right. I haven't gone there. I haven't got to that level yet.
Guys, you got to understand, it's $20 a month for me to use AI. If I was going to pay, a thumbnail editor or whatever, it'd be a lot more than that. All right.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm making boohoo bucks from these YouTube live streams or these YouTube videos. Okay. And a lot of time goes into this shit. So we got to cut costs. We're in 2026.
We have to cut costs. Listen, Hayden makes all his money on OnlyFans. Okay. This is just a side hustle for him, right? We got to cut costs. I bought a logo from a great artist. My old MMA Takes logo is probably, no, it's not in the room. It was $400, $400. I mean, I love a good art, but I'm like, we could have whipped that out on ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you use. Save you a couple shekels there, babe.
Yeah, would have been a lot easier. It's not even the money, too. It's more just efficiency that I like.
Yeah, and then someone just commented, "Hey, Jay's AI doesn't look gay this time." Yeah, that's true. Very gay last week. He looks very Canadian.
If it looks gay sometimes, that's like more funny.
Yeah, a little bit of a red nose. I get it. It's cold in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're decked out in the Canadian gear.
Yeah.
And we got a new member, John Ray MMA.
My guy.
I think you're my first member. I actually opened up my memberships yesterday.
Really?
So John Ray MMA. Congratulations.
Nice job, John Ray MMA. Member I believe I have 4 members, not to brag on you. But no, guys are like Trent Daddy and the hardcore guys who've been following me for a while. They're like, dude, just open, because I hate like charging money. Like I don't pay to listen to me. So I made it, I think it's like $1 or something. I don't know what mine is, but yeah. So
yeah, mine's $4.99. I do a lot of shit on YouTube. And trust me,
you're constantly.
You're not making much on YouTube. When, for one, everything that we make during the week is completely like useless once Saturday hits, right? Nobody's going to go.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. Yeah.
So I mean, it's, if you want to support the channel, you want weekly breakdowns. No, you're not forced to do it, but if you want to, I think it's what, $4.99 John Ray MMA a month. I can tell you that's 99 cents. Or maybe he got yours.
Maybe you got mine.
Maybe you got
mine. I got 5 members now. What's up, John Ray?
It's yours.
John Ray
MMA. Either way, membership. We appreciate you, brother. Hey, Drive, keeping it business. Yo, we got to run a business here. We run a tight ship at Hey Drive Picks LLC. You know, last Canadian card had 5 round 3 finishes. Maybe we could see that again. Croin, Jordane, Jasmine.
All 3 round subs.
Yeah, that is.
I like what you're thinking on, Anthony.
Could see a couple round 3s.
Yeah.
You don't want to see my feet, boys. Trust me. My feet are disgusting. Told you Luke sub. That, I mean, we'll talk about that. How about we recap how we did last week?
Yeah, we can do that.
Empty the clip was
We'll get him next time.
Yeah. Listen, I was confident going into that. I loaded up on him during his walk. I just felt like, the aura of this guy is something special. We can sit here and debate for days. Did he show mercy? Did he not? Whatever. Regardless, he fought stupid, right? Go for maybe a takedown. When you blow your ACL, there's no power on that. You lose all your fucking balance. Maybe go for a takedown. Is he going to defend your takedown on one leg? Who knows? Is he going to be able to push off on your hips with one foot? Who knows? But do something. You hopped in front of him and you got knocked out by a left hook again, which has been his kryptonite, and it just was silly, So I know people were thinking that he's using that I showed mercy because Brogan brought it up as like an excuse. Sure, yeah, it's a built-in excuse. He's going to get another title shot probably the next year, right? Because it's going to be like his 5th or 6th one. But no, but I was so goddamn impressed with Carlos Ulberg. Obviously he fought well, but I've seen so many guys blow their ACL and immediately just go down clutching their knee and was like, I'm done. Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blades, for example. I've never blown my ACL, but I gotta imagine it's so fucking painful. And this dude never once thought about quitting. It was like, all he said was, I know I got to get out of this first round because they're going to stop it probably. So I got to knock this dude out. And I fucking love that. I became a really big Carlos Ulberg's fan after Saturday night, showing that heart that he did. And then obviously just picture perfect left hook, knocked Yuri senseless. And it's, I would have made that bet 9 out of 10 times. I would have picked Yuri, but fuck, man, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, I just couldn't believe he had his right hand down by his hip,
hopping in,
like lunging in with a jab with his right hand down by his hip after Ulberg showed him the left hook like 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, what is going on here, Yuri? What are we doing?
It's Dean Thomas had an interesting point on that. I think it was called Deep Water, whatever show they put out.
Yeah, did you like that?
Huh?
Did you like that show?
It was all right. Yeah.
I thought it was good addition.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But he said he thinks Yuri might be a choke artist because he beat Glover, cool, and then every other time you've really, listen, get knocked out Pereira's whatever. The second fight though, you get dropped with a left hook that finished you the first time, and then you come out with your hands down again and get head kicked to the next world, and then you run into a left hook with Ulberg, which that's Ulberg's punch, and that's what you've been hurt with, and you're doing with your hands down. It's like, what? I know you have a distinct style, but brother, what are we doing? You know what I mean? I love you here. I think you're a crazy son of a bitch, but I just don't think you have a chin for that, my guy. You don't. And chin or not, dude, that left hook by Carlos Ulberg is fucking nasty. So
yeah, we all knew going into it. It's like Ulberg could definitely KO. I said it on the show. I said he's got a great lead hand, left hook. Definitely going to be there, just like the one.
He kept it real long too. Yuri kept like trying to grab it, but he just kept it long. It was smooth, man. He fought great, and again, not giving up after blowing out the knee, and then trying to kick off it and collapsing a few times still too. Like that, just tons of heart, dude.
I think he just plays the game of taking punishment early. It's like you just can't play that game against certain guys.
Yeah, he did it with Roundtree. Came back. Certain guys you can't do it with.
Well, you moved to 5-6 after a good amount of wins. I also moved to 5-6 after a 3rd win in a row Fight doesn't go. Easy. Wasn't even a sweat. I mean,
no. I don't think Nate the Train landed a punch.
I mean, not really. I
think he threw 4.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if he landed any.
I mean, he had his hands glued to his face, and he was like,
"It's just so." I mean, that's a guy who is afraid to get hit, and then when you glue your hands to the face, when you try, the minute you open up, it's just glaring holes, and you're gonna get caught. And that's exactly what Cub did, because Cub is a fucking sniper, and he's still got that quick twitch, even being 42.
3 in a row for Hey Jives. Empty the clip. We'll have our empty the clip for UFC Winnipeg towards the end of the show, and the 3-punch parlay was an L. It was dead on arrival once Kelvin Gastelum, showed up. And
yeah, but who's like one? What like was that one?
Well, I mean,
what was that?
I got gamrodded again, bro. Yeah. I got gamrodded again, and
I can't believe he finished. That surprised me. I didn't see him finishing.
A lot of people too, because it's like, I know a lot of people played the over or the fight to go the distance, Gamrot decision, but I don't think many people had him inside the distance, dude. I mean. You're getting subbed by Gamrot. That was a levels fight for sure. And of course, Erie at the end didn't really matter, but
it didn't matter, but it mattered. It mattered in our hearts.
Yeah, it definitely mattered in our hearts. The sicko parlay for BP.
Dish.
Got one through.
Yeah, got the Holland. Pitbull looked absolutely shot. Wars. Pico actually fought a good fight. And then Reyes, I mean, we had no shot. I mean, obviously, he was dead after the Pitbull fight, but Reyes, Reyes, that's the definition of fighting scared. I mean, that is, they both fought scared, but that's the definition.
I've been to a lot of events. Never have I ever heard boos from a crowd that loud.
Yeah.
Like, at about 7-minute mark, everyone was like raging. They're like, what the fuck is going on? And they didn't change their style at all.
No. Like, and then and Dominic Reyes doubled down. He's like, "Hey, 2 paychecks are better than 1. I got a kid at home," which I get. And I'm not a booer. I'll never boo fighters fighting. But on that one, I agree with the people that do boo, because it wasn't even fighting. It was low level sparring, like timing touch sparring. I mean, it was
like a no punches allowed type of sparring.
It was like, hey, we're gonna flow a little bit, you know what I mean? That's you know what I mean. Let's move around a little bit.
It's like both guys had broken hands, and they're like, let's just kick spar. It's just touch. It was unreal. It was terrible. My sicko parlay was dead on arrival, but had that one leg hit, we would have cashed nicely.
And a nice one.
These odds were actually pretty bad compared to what they closed at. Hokit money line. Woo! My boy Josh Hokit, dude. What did I tell you, VP?
Hey, I don't know anything about Josh Hokit. The only thing I know is Gable Stevenson got signed to the UFC, bro.
Okay. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about people that are in the UFC putting on the best fights of all time against top 5 heavyweights, and that's Josh Hokit.
I still don't like Hokit's outside stuff. That's just not for me, right? It's for some people. It's just not for me, right? I think the way he fought and showed his courage. I mean, he's only 8-0. He's athletic. I saw he threw an 8-piece combo. He landed all of them on Blades, which is unreal. If he didn't flip off Blades and piss Blades off, Blades would have folded and quit. Yes, Blades willed himself in that fight, because he's like, I can't lose it. He keeps flipping me off. I fucking can't lose to this guy. But Hokit impressed me a lot with his skills, right? I mean, he looked tired. He found a second win. He found a third win. And people don't realize this is a huge jump up in competition for him with Curtis Blades, who, regardless of what you think, if he's past his prime or not, that's still a big, big jump up out of a huge heavyweight when Josh Hokit is a smaller guy. So I think with his fighting style, he might not need those antics. I get it. He's got these characters. He's doing his thing. But yeah, he impressed me. And I'm glad he's on the White House card. I think that was a smart move by the UFC. And let's hope that fight stays together too with Derek Lewis versus Hokit, because I think that should be fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, I mean, I've been on Hokit for a long time now. And when we did the White House card live, I said Hokit versus Lewis on the White House was a fight I wanted to see. And I didn't think we were going to get it, but lo and behold, we got it.
You got it.
I'm the Hokit whisperer. Just listen to me. I got it down. I am Josh Hokit's #1 fan. Paulo Costa got it done as well.
Look great.
Paulo looked great. A domination, honestly.
Those kicks, man.
I mean, I read that shit like a book, and yet I only put 1 unit on it. And I got the worst line. I bet him at like plus 170, and he closed at like plus 200.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I switched on him. I had a little bit of money going into the main event because I hit Cub by first round knockout, which was a nice little play. And then I switched to Costa, which was little plus money. I think it was like plus 125, maybe plus 135 when he closed. And I got him too. It was just like a feel thing because I've always thought Mirzakhanov was a fraud, right? If he doesn't knock you out, yes. I've bet against him every time and I've lost. And the minute, it would have been a good live betting spot too, because the minute they got in there, I'm like, dude, Mirzakhanov's not knocking out Costa. Yeah. And then when Costa started ripping to that soft body, I'm like, holy shit. Like, this is a problem. And I haven't heard anything, but that dude's arm has to be snapped. You know what I mean? It has to be.
Mirzakhanov's?
Yeah.
Taking those kicks?
Yeah. Because that's what essentially took him down was he hurt his arm, but I haven't heard if it officially has been broken or not.
BP, here's some advice, and then we can get into the breakdown.
Give me some advice, babe.
You didn't believe in Mirzakhanov, right? You bet Rakic against him.
Yeah.
Remember that? You told me it was like one of your most confident plays on the card. You didn't.
I sure did, yeah.
And you bet Rakic against him.
Yeah.
It's not that you weren't right. You just weren't right now.
Yeah. Weren't right yet.
You don't believe in a fighter.
Yeah.
And you lose a bet. Next time around, don't believe in him.
Don't believe in him. I picked him. I didn't bet him, which I'm glad because I was going to bet him up until literally probably the walkout. I'm like, let's gamble with Costa here, right? Yeah. But after that first round, I was very confident it was a competitive first round, but I was very confident in where I stood and with Costa ripping those kicks. Because there's a couple kicks to the body where I saw there's a little bit of a body kind of like sunken in. Like it almost is like they're hunching. Donald Cerrone used to do it all the time to get hit to the body. And Mirzakhanov did that multiple times with those kicks. I'm like, whew.
You know how many times I have not believed in a fighter? I bet against them, I lose. And then next time comes around and they're an even bigger favorite and I don't fade them, and then they lose, and I'm like, I knew it. It just wasn't the right fight. Just wasn't right.
Why do you think I have such a goddamn problem with Jimmy Crute? Fuck Jimmy Crute.
Next time around, we'll get him. We'll get Jimmy Crute.
Fucking Jimmy Crute.
All right, boys, hit the like button for us. We're gonna hop into these breakdowns. We'll have those segments at the end of the show. We got a good show for you tonight. First fight of the night, we got a bantamweight bout. Jamie Siraj makes his debut as a minus 256 favorite, taking on Yianice, who sits at plus 216. Yianice lost his UFC debut against Austin Bashi, got subbed in the first, and he got cut after that fight. And then they brought him back. They brought him back for a very specific reason, to go into Canada and do a job. Go in there, travel. You got to travel up to Winnipeg. It's going to be snowing in April. But go do the job, John Yianice. Go in there and get subbed by Jamie Siraj. Is Jamie Siraj the best fighter I've ever seen? Absolutely not. All right, this guy makes a ton of mistakes. He constantly is putting himself in bad positions. The best fighter he faced, he got knocked out in the first round against Diego Brandao. But stylistically, Siraj is going to force grappling, and that is John Yianice's Achilles heel. The guy cannot defend grappling. I mean, he at some points he looks okay, but he just can't do it for 15 minutes. So it's probably a Siraj finish, but at the least it's probably a win. If he gets stuck on the feet with John Yianice, he's probably going to get pieced up, but I don't really see him getting stuck on the feet. So give me Siraj to get it done in his debut. It looks like a setup fight. What do you think, BP?
Yeah, a lot of the Canadian guys I follow, James Lynch, Aaron Bronstetter, a bunch of them, they're really excited about Siraj getting a shot. Canadians are loyal, so I don't know if that means, he's great or not. But when I saw this fight get made over the weekend, this past weekend, I started looking up tape on Siraj, and obviously it brought me to the Diego Brandao fight where he got absolutely smoked in the first round. Diego Brandao just tried out for the Ultimate Fighter, and they fucking sent him home because they said, you're too old.
Really?
Which is a mistake because Diego Brandao was already on the Ultimate Fighter, and he won it, and he's a fucking psychopath. But anyway, this guy, he's your typical He plays it safe on the feet, doesn't make too many mistakes. I'm going to get you down, and I'm going to take your back, and I'm going to submit you. He's got a real good root naked choke. Yianice is coming off Austin Bashi, who fights a little more reckless than Siraj, but similar. I'm going to take your back. I'm going to take your neck. That's what I want to do. Yeah. I think this is kind of a no-brainer. Siraj by submission here. I like it. I don't know how early it's going to happen. Probably second or third round. He might cook him in the first round, might set some things up, take the neck in the second. But yeah, I think Canada's going to start the night off with a W here with Siraj by submission.
Yeah, I don't love the money line minus 256 because the guy's striking is bad, dude. It's not good. He's like, he just kind of like throws punches so he can land in the clinch and then grab a hold of you. And if he can't take you down, he is willing to like go to his back to then like try to reverse you. It's like it's so sloppy. Yeah. But with John Yianice, it's like, okay, if he gets a hold of him, then he's in his world. And Yianice is more of a boxer. He kind of needs some space. So yeah, it's probably a Siraj here. Yo, hey, Jive, Rich, let me get that Tahoe. Did you see my Instagram stories today?
I did. Everyone wants your Tahoe, bro. They're asking 10K from you.
I posted that thing and I thought people would like laugh at it, right? And then I got a bunch of people replying to it saying that like they want money too. They're like, no way, dude. Like, I want some money too. And I'm like, yeah, I just give away free money. And then people are like, seriously, dude? Like, can I get like $100?
It's crazy.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give away my car too. And I like serious people. They're like, yo, I would love to get this car so I can take my daughter to school. And I'm like, what? Are we serious right now, dude?
Bro, I know. I've never experienced what you. The only thing I've experienced similar to you is when I got the Anik and Florian gig. People email me, or excuse me, DM me. It was like, yo, what's John Anik's email? What's his phone number? And I'm like, I can't give you that. We're like, what do you mean? And then the best was one guy's like, yo, let me get his email. I want to send him, like, I have a podcast too. And I pick fights. And I'm like, 80, 90% picking rate. And I'm like, oh, that's bullshit. He's like, let me send it to him. And then like me and you can like split time or whatever, because he'll love it. And I'm just like, do you listen to yourself, guy? Yeah. But like Facebook Marketplace, bro, like if you put something fake in Marketplace, especially for free, people, my wife put up a mirror. She got 200 messages in a fucking row. I'll take it. It was like, we're putting at the end of the driveway. Yeah. First come, first serve. Leave us the fuck alone.
Too. I hate Facebook.
But I can't believe people were like, it's clearly sarcasm. Someone was asking you, a stranger, for $10,000.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, just take my car too. Hey, take my dog too. Like, clearly there's people. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with people?
I don't know if it's like people see like that I have a following and think like I make like millions of dollars.
Sure.
Like, maybe they think that, but like, yeah, dude, I'm not giving away anything unless like I choose to do it. I'm not going to give you money if you're asking for it. If I'm going to give away money, it's going to be because like I want to do it out of the goodness of my heart. Don't be asking for it. Fuck.
It is shocking that people. I see Matty Betts post some stuff too. Like, bro, just let me get 500. And he's like, well, no. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand it like at all. Like, people, like, it's a weird world we live in, bro.
It's weird. It's very weird. Let's move on. Another bantamweight bout. We got John Castanada coming in as a minus 125 favorite, taking on Mark Volugdan. Sits at plus 105, making his UFC debut after one of the best Dana White Contender Series fights of all time. Absolute carnage. Him and Adrian Luna Martinetti went to war, but Volugdan came out with the loss. So he's coming off a loss, making his debut as a very slight favorite against a guy who's 4-4 in the UFC, 2-3 in his last 5. Has fought some pretty solid competition. Chris Gutierrez, Daniel Marcos, his most recent 2 fights and both losses. So back-to-back losses for Castanada. He's going to be 8 years older than the guy in Mark who actually turns 26 on fight night. So age advantage goes to Mark. Could still be making some improvements, but he's very small for the weight class. 5'3", 65-inch reach. The guy is Russian, but he used to train at All Stars, which is, people would probably know that Hamza Chimaev trained there in Sweden for a little bit. I don't think he trains there anymore. Probably hasn't trained there in a long time. Now I believe he trains in Vegas at Syndicate. So could be getting better for Mark. But what do you think here, BP? Are we going with the vet, or are we taking the new blood in Mark Volugdan?
this is the maybe the only time I could ever comment this, because I'm a 39-year-old man that looks very young with a baby face. But Mark's baby face is he looks like a child in that, right?
You know what I actually thought? I thought he looks like grown up Hasbulla.
A little bit, yeah, like an actual. I mean, he's not much taller than Hasbulla at 5'3", right? But crazy that baby face. I remember what the Contender Series fight was awesome. He got 175 strikes landed on his fucking face, and he took all of them. Didn't get dropped. We're gonna see how good the guy he fought. I believe he fights next week. We'll see how good that guy is, because he hasn't fought yet. But that was a guy coming in. That was obviously one of the best fights to see. But Castanada, listen, this guy's fought a lot of people, man. He's hard to put out. He's been knocked out once by Daniel Santos with a knee. But he's like a grimy dude, right? He's that Minnesota tough. He can wrestle a little bit. He's got some decent striking. He's a little grimy in there. And when you get a guy that takes 165 strikes and shows his chin and shows how tough he is, I don't trust that. I don't care how tough you are. You still got hit 165 fucking times. Give me Castanada, man. I'm leaning Castanada. I've seen lines all over the place for this. I believe currently Castanada, is he the favorite? What do you got? A -125? He is, -125 on Bet365. So give me Castanada. I mean, I want the new breed and the new guys to come up and look great. But I mean, Mark Volugdan, I ever say his fucking name, he's on 125, or if I've ever seen one. So let's get down to flyweight, but we'll see what he can do. Maybe he can crack Castanada. I don't know, because he did land a lot of strikes. He landed 117 himself, so it's not like he's didn't get his fair share off. But I just think Castanada might bet him here, dude. Might show him some levels. We'll see.
Dixon said someone said he's the boy at the local pool.
Yeah, looks like a pool boy. He's very young. I mean, again, I can't make many comments about baby faces, but this dude looks very young.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I think Castaneda should get it done here. And I actually think the line is a little short, because I think the two losses that he had those guys would beat up on Mark Volugdan. Because Gutierrez, my only worry is he's getting.
And the Gutierrez fight was close. The Gutierrez fight was, it wasn't like one-sided. And Gutierrez, I know, getting a little bit older, but he's a good striker.
Yeah, my worry or my problem with that fight was he didn't fucking wrestle.
No. You're
going against Gutierrez, you got to wrestle, dude.
Yeah.
He didn't wrestle until the third round, gets the takedown with ease, and that's the round that he won clearly.
Right.
It's like you should have done that the entire fight. So maybe some fight IQ issues for Castaneda, but he's probably not used to being the longer guy in a lot of these matchups,
No.
And he's going to have a pretty significant reach advantage, and he's already a guy that likes to play at distance and use his kicks and his footwork. So I think he probably gets a W here. I don't want to say easily, because I don't think it'll be easy, but I think it should be fairly clear, unless Volugdan catches him with a big shot. I mean, I think Castaneda's got solid cardio, solid strike. The chin he's been dropped a couple times, which I don't love, because Volugdan can maybe steal around there, but wrestling upside as well. Volugdan's got taken down 3 times. So I like Castaneda here. I'll take him. I'm at -125. I think he should be a bigger favorite.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right, moving on to the flyweight division. We're going with Mitch Raposo taking on Alan Nascimento. Nascimento -185, Raposo +160. Raposo coming off his first UFC win, where he cashed as a +400 dog to Azat Maxim in enemy territory. Now at 27, he's looking to continue the winning ways against the 4-1 in the UFC. Alan Nascimento, who's kind of had some problems with being active. He's been a guy that has taken some time off. He had a 2-year layoff from 2023 to 2025. He had 2 fights in 2025. So it's good to see him active, turning around since November 1st, which isn't super active, but at least he's getting, a fight in within the next 6 months. Nascimento, longtime shoot the box guy, big for the weight class.
Shoot the box.
Sometimes, struggles to make the weight. So we'll see if he does that here. But the guy is a finisher on the ground. Going to want to get you down and get that rear naked choke sunken in. Mitch Raposo is a guy that loves to just make the fight on nothing, just loves to have nothing happening. I mean, he just loves to get into a fight where there's minimal exchanges. He might mix in some takedowns, but in this matchup, it's probably not a great idea. So he's probably going to have to rely on his boxing, which could definitely suit him here, because Nascimento's not much of a striker. Does kick a good amount from range, but his hands are not very good. So boxing edge probably goes to Mitch, but he just doesn't really throw that much. I struggle to see Nascimento getting knocked out here. I struggle to see him not getting at least some grappling time against Raposo. So I think it's probably Nascimento here. The line has come down a lot. Nascimento was a much bigger favorite. Raposo getting some love from the bettors out there. What do you think here, Big P?
Yeah, I like Nascimento a lot in this spot. Raposo was on the Ultimate Fighter, and I was led to believe this guy's the next big thing coming from the East Coast. This Italian dude from Jersey, whatever. Find out he's from Boston, not Jersey. Find out he's not very good. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, I was led to believe this dude was like a superstar. He's athletic. He's got quick hands. He has good wrestling, but he doesn't hold anybody down. He's a guy that wants to wrestle you and gets like 6 takedowns in a fight, but you're going to stand up. Problem is, Nascimento is lights out on the ground. He's very good on the ground. His sweeps are good, and he is strong and heavy on top. One of the few Jazius practitioners that has really solid wrestling. And all his fights that I've seen, he seems to be physically strong. Raposo going to be the smaller guy in this thing, and Raposo's got that wrestler strength. But I think Nascimento, he poses some threats in the grappling here. He's got a good head and arm choke. He's got some decent chokes. And again, just heavy as fuck on top. I like Nascimento to kind of smother Raposo here. I think Raposo's only chance of winning is catching him on the feet, like you said. I mean, he's got fast hands. Doesn't have big power. Nascimento's stand-up is very rigid. It's not very good. Maybe something could happen, Raposo knocking him out. I don't see that happening. I see Nascimento just dominating him in the grappling, being a little bit too big, too physical. Submission would be great. Raposo seems to kind of play it safe a little bit in that. He has one loss by sub, but in Nascimento, if he really goes for it, sometimes he plays position over submission, plays it safe, let me get the win. Other times he'll go for it. If he goes for it, he can get him. But I like Nascimento in this spot. I like him quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, if Mitch wins, it's either a KO or it's like a close decision. I feel like
he's got to get lucky with the judges if he wins by decision. I really don't know how he can win grappling.
And I think this might be one of those fights that we talked about earlier, where I wasn't right against Maxim, but I just wasn't right back then. Sure. This time, I think we're gonna be right because I played Maxim by sub against Raposo. Because my boy Jake Hadley subbed this guy.
Jake Hadley
subbed this guy, dude.
What was his nickname? It used to be White Kong.
Yeah,
I think they made him change it because maybe it's like a little racist. I don't know.
I think it's still White Kong.
Is it White Kong? Good for him. I'm glad he didn't change it because there's a guy that's fighting later who had to change his nickname. We'll get to it.
Yeah, but I mean, Nascimento, 16 sub wins. Nascimento by sub currently plus 200, plus 230. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather play that than his money line because if he's not getting the sub, then it might not look very good. So, yeah, Nascimento by sub. All right, moving on. JJ Aldrich.
Oh, the fight of the night.
JJ Aldrich comes in here against Jamie Lynn Horth. Horth minus 160, Aldrich plus 140. 10-6 in the UFC for JJ Aldrich. She's been off for a little bit now, which kind of glad about. Don't really love watching her fight, but she hasn't fought since March 1st of 2025. So she's been off for a year. Jamie Lynn Horth coming off the KO win against Teresa Bleda on the last card of 2025. Round 1 KO. Ran through her, man. I was there, and I had a bet on Horth by KO at plus 1,400.
There you go.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I really couldn't. I didn't think it was
no sweat bet. She did it quick for you too.
I didn't think it was going to be that easy, but I think Teresa Bleda had like some nasty injury going into that one. She needed the paycheck. It is what it is. But both these girls are, decent. I wouldn't say either are world beaters. Jamie Lynn Horth is, I would say, more of a kicker, not much of a boxer. JJ Aldrich, more of a boxer, wrestler. Just solid overall. I mean, I'm looking at this one, and I think probably want no parts. In the past, I've been a very big hater of JJ Aldrich. I think her style is fucking atrocious to watch. I mean, there's like no footwork. Like, she's a solid fighter. I will respect she's a solid fighter. I also do hate looking at her forehead. It is probably one of the worst things to look at in women's MMA.
Yeah.
So I'm going Jamie Lynn Horth here. Stylistically, I think she can use her clinch work against JJ, who's struggled with that. Knees to the body, kicks from range. As long as she doesn't get into like a boxing match against JJ, I think she'll be all right. And if it goes to decision, we're in Canada, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So give me the Canadian to get it done. What do you think, BP?
Yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot. You said everything I want to say. I'm not a fan of Aldrich. She's boring. She's flat-footed. You know, she hasn't improved. I can't believe this will be her 17th fight in the UFC, which is crazy. Give me Jamie Lynn Horth. Give me the Canadian. I think JJ Aldrich, the one thing she's got going for her is she is pretty durable. But I think Horth's just going to be too much for her. And yeah, BP, I do know chicks, though. I know chicks. This is a little low-level chick for me to even know. But yeah, give me Lynn Horth. I mean, this fight is just gross.
Question from Dixon. If you were not married and had to choose between JJ and JLH to save the future of the human race as the last two humans on the planet, who would you choose as the mother of your child?
I mean, Aldrich.
Aldrich?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. She's American. You know what I mean? I don't gotta feed my kids fucking milks and bags like they do in Canada. Yeah, Aldrich, bro. Aldrich for sure. I bet you I could find a picture of JJ Aldrich where she looks
all right. Okay. Whatever picture you pull up, I don't want to see it. Okay. I'll take JLH, dude. I'll take JLH.
Really?
Yeah, anybody but fucking JJ Aldrich, dude. Come on.
No, I'm not that grossed out by it. You know,
okay.
I mean, look at this.
All right.
I mean, she's a little bit of a cutie there. I mean, you can see that, right?
What was that, like 10 years ago?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it definitely wasn't recent.
Yeah. I did not expect that. I'll just say that.
But listen, I mean, Sider asked the question. I got to answer. You know what I mean? You're not going to get me not answering, right? I hate those guys when you ask them a would you rather and they're like, I'll kill myself. No, guy. It's a fake game. Answer, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it's completely fake.
No.
All right, we'll go to more women. Let's talk more chicks with BP.
Chicks.
Bantamweight bout here. We got Melissa Croin coming in at -153, taking on Daria Jalesnia Kovva. Sits at +133. You like that, BP? You like that?
Great name, man.
Daria Jalesnia Kovva. Daria, 2-1 in the UFC. Wins against Montserrat Rendon and Melissa Mullins. She got that one back after getting TKO'd in round 1 when they fought the first time. Her lone loss, a submission loss to Eileen Perez. Eileen Perez's only finish in the UFC was to Daria Jalesnia Kovva. On the other side, Melissa Croin, 1-1, coming off the loss to Luana Santos. She got a round 3 TKO victory against Tainara Lisboa in her debut in Canada last year. So she's undefeated in Canada, in the UFC at least. 35 for Melissa Croin, so a little bit older. And this is a couple blondies going and trying to bang it out. What do you think here, BP? You're the one that knows chicks. What are we thinking?
Yeah, again, this is a little too low-level chicks for me to really put my stamp on it. I'm going to go the Canadian. I'm going to go Croin. The Russian hasn't impressed me really much, and I think Croin, you know, she had a fight outside the UFC in the LFA against Jacqueline Cavalcante, who's 10-1, who's a legit. She lost the fight, but went to a decision, showed some promise, and she lost kind of a boring, unforgettable, or very forgettable, I should say, against Luna Santos. But she does have a finish in the UFC in her debut against Lisboa, who's not very good, but I don't think the Russian's very good. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name. Give me Croin. I'm not going to play it. I don't love it. -153 is crazy. To me, this is definitely a toss-up. I think either women could win this fight. Don't have a strong take or strong lean either way. This will probably be a perfect time for me to take either my dinner break or a shit break, or maybe check on the kids or whatever I got to do. This is the perfect time to do it. But yeah, I'm going to go the Russian excuse me, the Canadian, Melissa Croin.
Okay. BP knows chicks, but he's not really too passionate about it.
No, I'll pump my chest out when I know chicks. I don't know these chicks.
Doesn't know the Canadian chicks.
There's some chicks later in the card, you know, I'm gonna pump my chest out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go Croin. I think Daria is a solid boxer, but she doesn't really do anything outside of that. I think she's a little bit too one-dimensional.
Yeah,
Croin can at least, you know, beat you up in the clinch, maybe take you down. She's got some good ground and pound on the ground. So grappling edge, I give to Croin. Don't think she's gonna like rinse her like Eileen Perez did or anything like that, but she could at least mix it in. And on the feet, Daria's probably got faster hands, but she wears damage really bad I mean, she's got a ton of like filler in her face, it looks like. And
yeah, those cheeks they seem a little,
yeah, a
little Philly.
Montserrat Rendon had her busted up, and Rendon really can't do much as far as punching goes. I mean, she literally has not finished a single soul in the octagon in her career. I'm trying to find a picture of that fight. Yeah, look at this. Can we pull this up? It's loading. No?
Loading.
Okay, I don't think it's going to pull up. But her face was fucking bloodied up.
I wonder if you get filler in your face if you are I mean, listen, she got her ass kicked, but I'm only for prone to you know what I mean?
It's like some Russian site, that's why.
Wow, well, careful, dude. It'll fucking yeah. I remember that. That
Montserrat only landed like 20 significant strikes in that fight. Her face is bloody. This is
some people do not wear it well, brother. And she's got that pale skin too. Yeah. So every mark shows.
Yeah, I mean, she's a little bit slow. So I mean, I think both girls will probably be busted up, but give me Croin, little grappling upside, women's MMA, never hurt anybody.
Never did.
Minus 153. I think it's probably about accurate. Careful, women's fights have been sick lately. They have actually. They've been
fun. Yeah.
Bangers recently.
I don't think this one's going to be fun. I could be wrong.
I think this one actually could be a banger.
Really?
I mean, Croin.
Yeah. Well, this will be better than the fight previously, the JJ fight. Yeah, this will be better. You're right.
I think so. Decision stats don't look good for Croin. They do not. Yeah. I mean, 0-3 to the decision, 5-0 to the decision for Daria. So, maybe you go Daria decision only or something like that. I do think Croin can maybe get a late finish here. That could be sneaky. I mean, Daria, I guess both of her losses have come in round one, but I think Cronin's kind of a builder as the fight goes on. I do remember having a few. Yeah. She's got 2 TKOs in the second round, 4 TKOs in the third round. So maybe a little sprinkle. Croin round 2-3 KO could pay a little juicy, give you a little long shot there in a women's MMA fight, give you some more ammo for the main card. Possibility. I guess
now we're getting to it. The Bose man, Tanner Boser's back, bub.
Dixon is giving us a warning saying that Cowan was at the MMA Diddy parties. I don't know if that's true, Dixon. I think that was before she was with Haley Cowan because they both train in Las Vegas now. So those were in Texas, not in Las Vegas. Well, let's get back to the fights. Heavyweight bout. We got Tanner Boser, the bulldozer, coming in at plus 138, coming back to the UFC against Gokhan Sarcom. Sits at minus 158. Gokhan making his UFC debut was one of these guys over in Bellator who was unemployed after Bellator went under, and now he's got some employment with the UFC or some independent contractor work at least. Tanner Boser got cut by the UFC after going 5-5. He closed his UFC career at light heavyweight, where he got TKO'd in round 1 by Iwan Kudalaba and then won a decision against Alexa Kamer. Then he took 2 years off and fought Vinicius Moreira in UAE at heavyweight. And he won in round 3 because Moreira couldn't stand because he was so gassed out.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, Bulldozer coming back to the UFC because UFC's in Canada. So he's probably loving that. He gets another chance to fight in the UFC in his home country. I mean, BP, talk to me here. What are we doing? I mean, this is low-level heavyweights. What do we do?
Low-level heavyweights. And everything's telling me to take Gokhan. How do you say his name? Give me it one more time.
Gokhan Sarcom.
Sarcom, listen, got wealth of experience. He was in Bellator for a while. Transitioned to PFL. They cut him. Kind of a boring fighter. Not the most exciting guy in the world. Has some decent record or names on his record. Boser was my guy, though. I love Boser when he first came to the UFC. I'm like, look at this fucking kind of smaller heavyweight moving around. He had some good footwork or whatever. Then his grappling got exposed, and then his chin went. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Then he goes, I'm reinventing myself. I'm going down to 205. Gets absolutely butchered by Kudalaba, and then throws up a complete dud against my Ohio guy. He won, but a very boring fight against Alex Kamer, and they had to be like, dude, we got to cut you. If you can't put out Kamer when you're the favorite and we got to let you go. My question is Sarcom should be the pick, but I'm going Boser. My question is, he took a long time off, got the UAE fight. UAE, we all know has some money. They might have opened the pockets up and was like, hey, we need you. And he's like, okay, cool. How motivated is he? Does he have a full-time job? Is he a full-time fighter? There's a lot of things that bother me in this fight. But I love me some Bulldozer Boser. You know what I mean? I love the guy. His takedown offense was bad. I'm imagining it still is bad. He's quick on the feet. His chin didn't hold up very well in the UFC career. I don't know why I'm picking him, but I'm picking him. I'm probably not going to bet him if I'm going to be completely honest with you. My money's kind of going to be tied up in some fights later in the card because I'm going big. But yeah, I'm going to go Bulldozer Boser here. I think hopefully it's a fun fight. You know, when he does get taken down though, he is pretty active off the bottom. He strikes, he works a way to get back up. Hopefully the judges see that. It is Canada. Maybe we'll get like a greasy decision here. But yeah, give me the Bulldozer, man. Shout out Sal, the Bulldozer Favola, Matt Favola's dad. Whenever I think of the Bulldozer, I think of Sal. An amazing human being. Awesome dude. But for this sake, let's go Tanner Boser.
Yeah, I picked Boser too, dude. I'm on the Bulldozer train.
Let's go.
I don't think I'm going to bet him, but
no, I can't get there.
I just don't think Sarcom is really all that great.
No, he's not.
I just don't think Boser's like a bad striker for heavyweight. He just doesn't have a ton of power.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. He was like real quick when he first came in. Good footwork. He had the mullet. Bah, 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 bah. And I'm like, oh, this dude, if he really sat down on some shit, he could be really good. And he never did. And then the chin went, and we're like,
solid cardio. I mean, he's like,
yeah.
I mean, he could have been 7-3 in the UFC. A couple of his fights were pretty close. Dude, I'm looking at his Instagram.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's missing a tooth.
Oh, yeah. The tooth's been gone. Yeah, he's been missing that for a while.
This is his training partners.
That's what I mean.
Don't love the fights, man.
That guy's built like me.
It looks like he has his own gym now.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's been taking up some
little broadcast. Oh, look at him suited and booted. All right.
Suited and booted, no tooth.
That's what I mean. It seems like he has kids. He's taking a long time off away from the UFC. He's got to be doing something to make money. Have you stopped that now? Or you continue to do that and then train? Because that's not going to get easier the older you get. And you're in the show. Luckily, he's fighting a guy who I don't think is very good. But this is a 50-50 fight. I mean, seriously. I mean, that's why I took the underdog. I really do think it's a close fight. So that's why I took the underdog. And just, again, I just want to scream Bulldozer at the screen when he wins. But we'll see.
Yeah, for a fight that I think probably goes to decision, I want the guy that's from Canada. That's
there you go. Yeah.
Cardio that, has solid output on the feet. Just give me Boser. Give me the dog to get it done. Boser comes from money. He's really rich. Okay.
Oh.
Could be the case. I know a few fighters.
Okay.
Know a few. Took some Boser plus 155. There you go, Elijah.
Yeah.
This is not a 50-50 fight. Laughed my ass off casual. All right. Well, Boser is coming off the couch and just accepting this fight to get back in UFC. Sarcom easy. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now. If Gokhan Sarcom wins this fight and he fights anyone decent his next fight, I am fading the fuck out of him. So just remember that. We might not be right tonight, or maybe Saturday.
We're going to be right. That's good advice. Speaking of advice, before we move on, hey, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm in a bit of a quarry, and I wanted to bring this up at the top of the show. I forgot. So I need your help, and I need the chap's help. So try not to make this long. I used to be really good friends, or still am really good friends, with someone that worked at the UFC. It's not John Anik. It was someone behind the scenes. She was a producer. She's amazing. She has, whenever I went to a UFC event, she had gifted me quite a few things. And I went to one in Nashville. It was my birthday. And I got a bunch of stuff. One of those was a pair of the new Venom shorts, right? I've never bought a pair of UFC shorts a day in my life, right? She gave them to me. I got gloves, a hat, the whole works. Never worn them, right? Never worn them, right? They just sit there. They're purple. Because Chris Curtis asked for purple. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I saw Tom Hardy on the beach on vacation, some paparazzi photo. He was swimming in the ocean with UFC shorts on that I'm assuming he got given to, right? Yeah. That was his bathing suit. The level of I don't give a fuck from that guy was inspiring. I'm going on vacation in about 2 months to the beach. should I pack the UFC shorts for bathing suits?
100%.
100%. Okay.
100%.
Chat, what do you think? Is it? I really don't care, but it's like, it's just me. I'm like, I'm not going to see anybody I know.
Yeah. Are they like
cool shorts?
Are they just like regular shorts? Or are they the tight?
No, the regular shorts. They're short. They're not like the tights. They're basically swimsuits anyway, right? Yeah. I've tried them on. They fit great. They're a little big actually.
Do they have like a lining on them?
No lining. I cut the lining out of my swimsuits.
Oh, dude. I fear my junk's gonna fall out.
Oh no, yeah, I can't. Oh hell yeah, BP. Everyone, the chat loves it. Yeah. Because I'm just like, listen, if Tom Hardy, because he does a lot of jiu-jitsu and stuff, if that dude's on the beach with his wife with just UFC shorts, not giving a fuck, I could do that. And I have one. Yeah. I mean, they're $100, dude. I looked them up. I was like, how much do these cost? And it's $140 if you want to get them like customized. 94 if you just want like straight up. Yeah, look, dude. Like, yeah, he don't give a fuck. Look how happy he is.
Shit,
big old gut. You know what I mean? He's obviously not in Bane shape.
I might have to get a pair just to show up to the beach with him, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude. And I asked my wife. My wife's like, yeah, why wouldn't you? And I'm like, yeah.
I bet they're pretty comfy too.
I bet you they are. I've tried them on. Like I said, I haven't really like worn them out and blah blah blah. But like I've tried them on. I'm like, these aren't bad.
Might be the move.
So it's a unanimous yes, and I'm gonna do it. And I'll send pictures. Come vacation time at the beach.
All right, let's move on. Middleweight bout, we got Robert Valentine coming in at -145, taking on Julian LeBlanc. It's at +125. Julian, 34, making his UFC debut. He's 10-2 in his professional career. Taking on the 0-3 Robert Valentine in the UFC, 10-6 in his professional career. It has not been a good run for Valentine in the UFC. Loses by second round TKO to Ryan Loder, lost the decision to Torres Finney. Both of those losses have aged pretty poorly since then. And a round 1 KO loss to Ateba Gautier in a performance that was very uninspiring. Julian LeBlanc, watching his tape. Did you watch, how much tape did you watch on Julian LeBlanc?
Pretty much all that was available.
Okay. Am I accurate in my assessment? He kind of gives me Rainer DeRitter vibes in the striking department. Tall southpaw with like slow punches and like some decent knees. Yeah,
keeps his head right here, straight the fuck up.
Yeah,
wants you to hit him to engage him in a clincher. You can throw some knees to the body, maybe take you down. Yeah, the striking, I'm a striking guy. That's what I noticed first. And I'm like, this dude's 10-2 with striking like this. Right? I mean, he's obviously tough as nails and he's obviously got some skills, but I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty low level.
That's low level.
I mean, I picked Valentine because I just think he's the better athlete, man. I think he's going to be a lot faster. I think he can jump on a submission, could get a submission here. LeBlanc's never been submitted. He's never been finished, but he's not fighting anybody that I feel can really give him, much pushback. He did fight Darian Weeks, who was an ex-UFC guy, but Weeks is a welterweight, and he fought him at middleweight, and Weeks isn't like some crazy finisher either.
Right.
And I don't really think Weeks was like supposed to be in the UFC. Like, I don't think he really did much to get to the UFC, and he went 0-3. So
I think he came in short notice. And whenever guys step on a short notice, like, we'll throw you a couple more, right? Thanks for doing this for us. Yeah, but no, Darian Weeks was never UFC quality.
Yeah, I mean, Darian Weeks lost a decision to Johan Lyoness. The guy that gasses after like 5 minutes. He
throws 3 big punches. It's a fucking dollar.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, this is bad. This is a bad fight. It's a bad fight. I mean, this fight is probably not going to get any of my money.
Yeah,
especially not a side. So, I mean, it's probably a pass, but I mean, what's the Valentine like submission line?
That's the only way I think you could play this is maybe Valentine by submission.
Valentine sub is +220.
I was hoping north of 300 if I was going to play it.
It's not even good.
No.
I mean, his back is against the wall. He's 0-3. He's got to come out with a performance,
Yeah.
And at least he showed like some promise on the Ultimate Fighter, and then it just hasn't been good.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe he can I mean, if there's any opponent he can beat, it's got to be him.
You would think. Well, yeah. I mean, Ryan Loder, probably one of the worst Ultimate Fighter winners ever. He lost to Ryan Loder, right? Yeah. Valentine's only got something.
He almost subbed him in round 1, though.
That's what I mean. He's only got that shot off his back, and he's going to get put on his back. LeBlanc wants to be there. LeBlanc doesn't have much stand up. He wants to kind of make a chaotic fight. He's got 4 subs, 4 KOs. Doesn't really know how he wants to win. He is tough. He is Canadian, and so the judges are going to be looking at him. But I just cannot, in good faith, put money on Valentine. This is going to be a pass. I hate listening to gambling podcasts, where all the hosts, they just pass on everything. They don't bet anything. I promise you, we're going to be getting to some big bets later in this card. This fight just absolutely stinks to me. I think if you're going to play this fight, my advice is to play Valentine by submission, even though it's not as high as I would want it to be. I think that's his path to victory here. But I'm going to go Julian LeBlanc. They're calling him up because he's Canadian. They're doing that. We talked about it at the beginning of the card. That's kind of how they do with every region they go to. Let's fill the card full of the hometown guys. LeBlanc's getting that. If he wasn't Canadian, he wouldn't be here. Let's just be honest. Give me LeBlanc. I'm not super happy about picking him, but again, I'm going to pick him just because I cannot, in good conscience, pick Valentine. I just can't. And I'm not going to bet on my sub or anything. Again, I'm not going to touch this fight. It's just.
I did. Yeah. I picked Valentine. So
Valentine, yeah.
I picked it. All right. Before we get into the main card, got to announce this week's contest for 3-punch convo.
Who's winning it, boys?
Coming back. Nobody got it last week. There were some solid pickers last week, but nobody got a perfect card. So if you get a perfect card, all 13 winners correct this Saturday, you're going to win $1,000. All you got to do is put your picks in on 3punchconvo.com. You can use code BigJive for a free month and gain full access to 3punch. Otherwise, you can just sign up for free and you can put your picks in there. Last week, a couple people went 10-2. Shout out to Tyrone being up the most units.
Hey, Tyrone
coming through.
He finally, I don't see Luna in the top 5. That's a surprise, man.
Luna must have had a rough.
Hey, my boy Jake McElfresh, he did okay. Look at that 9-3. He did all right. Cincinnati guy.
I would have done pretty solid on my picks, but I forgot to put him in.
Oh, did you? I put him in and did not do good. So.
I forgot to put him in. The only one I put in was REPACKZ.
Oh yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Which I did on the show just so I could get a reaction out of you. But
what did I go? I went 5-6. Well, obviously with the draw with Padilla, which is crazy. 5-6 my picks last week.
I think I went, in my picks video, I think I went 10-2. I think the only ones I got wrong was Walker and Gaston.
And REPACKZ, right?
I didn't pick REPACKZ.
Oh, you picked Gamrot?
I did pick him to win, but I didn't bet on him.
Gotcha.
So get your picks in there. There's a link down in the description below. You can follow 3-Punch Convo on Instagram as well to stay up to date with all the good stuff and get in on 3-Punch Convo. All right, let's go to the main card. Still to come, we got the Empty the Clip segment. We got the 3-Punch Parlay and the Sicko Parlay after we break down the main card. First fight on the main card, we got a featherweight bout. Dennis Bazookia comes in the biggest dog on the card, taking on Marcio Barbosa, who sits at -500 in his UFC debut. Barbosa, 17 wins, 16 of them come inside the distance, and I think all 16 of them come in round 1. He is an absolute killer in round 1. I bet him to get a round 1 KO on the Contender Series, which was even money, and he did exactly that. And then I look at the odds this week. Him to get a round 1 KO is even money. So very similar matchup here for Marcio Barbosa. I mean, he is going to come forward. He's going to rip heavy shots. He's going to have a high guard. He's going to be moving side to side. Got really solid pressure and solid footwork. Cuts off the cage well. He forces you to fight him. And usually these guys are not wanting to fight him because they understand the danger that's coming at him. Dennis Bazookia, 1-3 in the UFC. His only win is Connor Matthews. And, he hasn't had a ton of success. He got knocked out by Jamal Emmers in round 1. So looking at that fight, in actually 49 seconds, looking at that fight, it's not going to be, it's not going to lead you to believe that he pulls off a win here. But before that, he had never been finished. So 1 finish loss for Dennis Bazookia. Can Marcio Barbosa march him down and put him away here in round one? What do you think here, BP?
Yeah, a little. I mean, I guess I can be petty for a little bit here. I was on the Yianice and Florian podcast, no big deal, and I got to be very friendly with a lot of Ray Longo's guys. Dennis Bazookia. I don't think he's still with he's in Vegas full time. Maybe he still gets, I don't know if Ray's going to corner him or not. But the only guy from that gym that I met that really big time me was Dennis Bazookia. He wasn't even in the UFC yet.
Really?
Yeah, big time me. Totally big time me. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'm a nobody. I get it, but he fucking big time me. This is really, listen, the Joel Mohammer's fight when he got knocked out was a bad look, right? He does get hit a lot. Bazookia, I'm assuming is really working his wrestling because his wrestling has looked really piss poor. I mean, he could not get Sean Woodson down for the life of him. His wrestling has looked very average. He kind of grinds on guys. He did that in the regional scene as well. He did that in the Contender Series. He stopped the late takedowns of the Contender Series. I don't think he has the biggest power, more combinations. And I just think Barbosa is a tank in round one, but obviously we got to see what he like in round two. Does this get to round two? What do? This is such a perfect live betting spot. You go Barbosa round one KO, right? Even money. You put a shekel on, right? It gets out of round one. Bazooka's going to be a massive underdog because I'm assuming he's going to lose round one, even bigger than he is now at plus 375. Then you load up on Bazooka because we don't know what Barbosa has in second round, especially on the UFC, especially on the bright lights. Yeah. I don't think Bazooka is some world-class guy, but he is training in Vegas now with Aljo. He's got to fight next week. Marab, I know he's broke his nose. That guy's always in the gym. His cardio is going to be there. His wrestling is going to be improved. I just don't think it's good enough. I like Barbosa. I don't like the line at minus 500. There's still some unknowns about this guy. Clearly, he's got knockout power. Clearly, he can put your lights out. But I want to see where the cardio is at. He does have a decision win, so we'll see. But I like Barbosa knockout round one. After that, we're going to do the live market, and we're going to maybe look at Dennis Bazookia and see what the guy got.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if he does get out of round one, I don't think the live odds are going to be crazy because I think the books know.
The books know, like, hey, this guy's a round one merchant.
If he gets out of round one, like, they're not going to have him minus 2,000 or anything like that.
No, I didn't think I'd get him that high. I thought maybe I'd get him a better price than plus 375.
I think it'll be similar. If round one ends, I think it'll probably be like Barbosa minus 500, something like that. It's kind of tough to tell. But funny story about Bazookia.
Yeah.
If you want to hear
big time you too, dude?
No, he didn't. He didn't big time it, actually. So years ago, probably 3-4 years ago, when I did the show with Nolan, who's another capper for Homo Fight Picks, we had our service before Homo Fight was a thing, and it was the double leg, and Dennis Bazookia was paid for our service.
Really?
So this was when before Bazookia was even in the UFC, and this was before fighters couldn't bet on fights.
Yeah.
And he was in our service and he was in our Discord. So he used to get bets from us on
Dennis Bazookia.
So shout out to Dennis for that. Longtime supporter. I haven't messaged him or anything like that, but we were pulling for him to get signed to the UFC. And once he did get signed to the UFC, I think a little bit after that was then the Derek Minner thing, and then fighters couldn't bet on anything.
Yeah, then he fucking
then he had to leave. But
yeah.
Funny story about Bazookia there. I mean, going into this one, it's going to be tough for me to believe he survives round one against Barbosa because not many have. And I don't really think Bazookia has the firepower to deal with it. And, I think Barbosa just probably too strong and physical for Bazookia to out grapple him. If I was going to give Bazookia a game plan here, I'd be hold on for dear life.
Stay away.
No, I would say you can't just stay away because he's going to cut you off. I think
crash in.
Yeah, clinch.
Fill those muscles up with blood. Stay away. Class in, clinch.
If he grapples him in round one, things could get interesting, but I think it's probably a round one KO for Barbosa. I'm not going to go too deep into any X's and O's because it looks pretty straightforward. Bazookia lock of the week.
Damn.
You should have got that Marshall decision. It was close, but he got dropped.
Close. Yeah.
Minner fucked it up for everyone. Lots of fighters used to bet on fights. I'm sure there's some that still do.
Buddy, there's still plenty that still do. Yeah. They got a guy. They got a guy to do it for him.
We don't get Dominic Reyes and Johnny Walker going to decision for no reason, right?
Right. They got guys. Okay. Dominic Reyes is all about money. I want 2 paychecks. Well, guess what? You got a third if you don't get knocked out or it goes to the decision because no one had that number.
They got it. Barbosa gone in 60 seconds. I'm interested.
I've never touched that bet before. Like, you know, the fight to be finished in a minute or whatever. Shit. Maybe.
All right, moving on. We got a lightweight bout here. Thiago Moises comes in as the underdog, plus 110, taking on Gage Young, sits at minus 130. Gage Young, 1-1 in the UFC, lost his debut to Evan Elder, then comes back and gets a W against Mahashat in China. Thiago, 8-7 in the UFC, 2-3 in his last 5, coming off a KO loss to Jared Gordon nearly a year ago, about 11 months. So he's taken some time off. He's gone back to the Fighting Nerds, which he's kind of been back and forth between ATT and the Fighting Nerds. So looks like he's been at camp with the Fighting Nerds for this one. This is classic grappler versus striker. And the line is slightly shaded towards the striker here and the younger guy. So what are we going with here, BP? We're going with the experience and the grappling, or are we going with the young striker here to get it done?
Yeah, I like Thiago Moises. I'm confused by the line because I think Gage Young he's young, up and coming. Look at that fucking Supercuts haircut. That's like what a 10-year-old mom gets. You know, this is how he likes his hair. It looks fucking horrible. He's just an okay fighter to me, right? But Moises has been in there with a lot of guys. He's 31 though, right? He's still pretty young, but is he chinny? Is he cooked? Is he gone? Right? I mean, getting knocked out by Jared Gordon. Jared Gordon's on a nice little run here, but he's not really known for his fucking giant power, right? Getting knocked out by Jared Gordon, I think, is an ugly sign. But he took the year off, training with the new team. He has very good jiu-jitsu, very good ground game. He's obviously better on top than he is bottom. And Gage Young seems to be a pretty big, physical, strong kid. So we'll see, but the plus money on Moises with the experience, I'm going to go with it. This will be the last time he gets my money because I mean, if he loses this fight, then he truly is cooked. He loses his fights outside the UFC. You know, he's saying, "What's up, PFL, dirty boxing, whatever." He's done in the UFC, he loses his fight, but I think he's going to be competitive here. I think it's going to be interesting when it goes to the ground, and we'll see what Moises has. I mean, he does have a decent little laylock game as well. We'll see if that plays in here with Gage Young being 25 and everything, coming from a tiny little gym in Missouri, and that fucking haircut, man, golly. Give me Thiago Moises with the plus money. I'm not overly confident, but it is something I'm going to bet on. Maybe I'll bet him by sub too, just to be like, yeah, let's fuck around and gamble. Yeah. Him by sub is going to be plus 525. I like that. I'll take that. I mean, because Gage Young has one win over Mahashat, who is average at best when he shows up to fight. So give me Thiago Moises.
Omni says if you cap gym versus gym, you always have to take ATT. Okay. Well, it's the Fighting Nerds this time, Omni. It's the Fighting Nerds, but either way, you'd probably take the Fighting Nerds over wherever the fuck Gage Young is training. I'm not really passionate about either side. I did pick Gage Young, and I think Gage is probably gonna win because I just don't believe in Moises at this point. You know, anytime
it's hard to. If he was older, I would run, but 31. But man, he did just get knocked out by fucking Jared Gordon.
His last 3 fights have not looked good. No. I mean, Ludwig Klein bitched him in there, dude. Like, I mean, Moises couldn't sniff a takedown. Klein dropped him twice. Ogden fight. Ogden looked great in round 1, and then he tore his bicep.
Right. I was say that's the fight that gave me, when I looked at it on paper, I'm like, Trey Ogden, big stocky grappler or thick stocky grappler, and Moises beat him. That's kind of, Gage Young is still trying to figure out what kind of fighter he is. But then I watched it back. I'm like, yeah, Trey Ogden he blew out his arm in that fight.
Yeah, and he looked great in round 1. He was piecing up Thiago.
Yeah,
and the KO loss to Gordon, which
he still outstruck Thiago in that fight too, 59-55. The Gordon fight is tough.
Thiago landed a bunch of ground and pound. That was like most of his strikes came from ground and pound when he was on top, and Ogden couldn't do anything because he had a torn bicep. So
right.
I don't know, man. Like it's a grappler versus striker matchup where whoever gets their game going, I think, runs away with it. You know, whoever wins here probably looks like should have been like the clear favorite.
Yeah,
in a fight that's pretty closely lined. So in these cases, I kind of want to go fight doesn't go the distance at plus money.
Okay, yeah.
I think
I'm rocking with Moises by sub. I mean, he took Melky Costa down 4 times and subbed him. I know Melky's gotten a lot better, but Moises has got some chops on the ground, especially when he's on top. Again, he's got some leg lock game on the bottom, but that's 50-50, especially in MMA. But he gets on top. I mean, Gage Young's still a young guy. Gage young guy can still make some mistakes in there. Only 3rd fight in the UFC, and then I don't want to like keep harping on the gym stuff, right? Gyms or whatever. But he comes from a little back hole gym in Missouri, right? And I just don't know what kind of guys he's training with, right? It's like the Bryce Mitchell thing. Bryce Mitchell went to Long Island. Bryce Mitchell went to Vegas. Bryce Mitchell went to Team Alpha Male, but he always goes back to Alabama. Have you ever seen Bryce Mitchell's striking coach? This guy's got like a marble red in his mouth. Why he's holding mitts, right? It's like no wonder he's never really excelled past that. He's more of a personality, but yeah, 525 for submission on Moises. I'm licking my lips, but that's juicy to me.
Looks like G Money is training with Zach Cummings.
Okay, Kansas City boy. Yeah, Zach Cummings, former UFC guy. He knocked out my boy Dom Steele in the UFC. So at least he's in that Kansas City area, which again, James Krause kind of ruined. But there are some guys out there. Trey Ogden, I think, took over for James Krause. I think he runs a school out there, but yeah, there's some fighters coming out of there. I mean, if he's training with Yusuf Zalal, he's still out. Oh no, he's in Colorado. Never mind. Sorry, I thought he was in Kansas City. No, he's in Colorado.
Yeah, I think it's Moises sub or Gage KO. So give me the fight doesn't go the distance. Plus
love it.
BP, I'm gonna go grab another soda. You talk to the chat real quick.
What's up, chat? I can click on you. Oh, let's fucking go, BP. Let's go. This guy's been calling me a casual all day. Sally Kid couldn't control Young on the ground, and you think Moises will take him down? You damn casual. I really hope this is the picture of you in the profile. Well, Moises has had some decent takedowns to me. Just take down Melky Costa 4 times. Let's see what his takedown percentage is. I mean, he took down he took down Mitch Ramirez, a good wrestler. Took down Benoit Saint-Denis. Took down Melky Costa 4 times. Took down Jagos one time. He fought Islam Makhachev to a 4-round fight. Wow. While ago. Let's see. Hold on. BP, do you listen to metal? I do not. That's the one genre of music that I don't listen to is metal. My father is an absolute metalhead, and he's very upset that I don't. New Twitter beef? No, I rarely get in any Twitter beefs. Magic MMA is still a little fucking girl. I love to spit in his face, but no more Twitter beefs. BP, what's your favorite cold cut from the deli? Pepper jam, Virginia ham. I don't like ham. I don't know what pepper jam is. Is that pepper ham maybe? I don't like ham. My favorite cold cut from the deli is probably just going to be some turkey. My wife did get the turkey. Yeah. My wife got the turkey with like the crust is like kind of spicy. We got that recently, which is just fucking great. That was good. It was good. But yeah, I don't like ham. Salami's okay, but I guess more of a turkey.
Pastrami.
Don't like pastrami.
Come on,
BP, don't be hating Missouri, brother. I'm sorry for hating on Missouri, brother. I've actually never been to I believe you're the Show Me State. Never been to the Show Me State, but I would love to go. Lake of the Ozarks seems like a good time. Petrie loves Alex Terrible. I don't know what that means. I don't know who Alex is. But yeah, I love black pepper ham. Oh, black pepper ham. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a ham guy. Me and my wife, my wife is a foodie. She loves like we go to like new restaurants in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, by the way, guys, super underrated food city. Some of the best restaurants in the world. Not even kidding. And she takes me to all these new places and explores my horizon. But the one thing we agree on is we don't like ham. Yeah, my guy Paul says, don't like metal, don't like ham. I know. Like scream metal's bad. Like I can listen to Metallica. Like I can fuck with Metallica, but like that scream metal is tough. Yeah, I don't get it. I would take some turkey, a full sugar Coke, and JJ. Full sugar Coke sounds good right now.
I don't understand. Water. If you're gonna go to like a sub place or something, you're gonna get turkey.
Yeah.
Out of everything, you're gonna get turkey, bro.
Yeah, turkey's my go-to.
You could get roast beef. You could get ham. You could get salami. You could get pastrami. You could get a freaking hot sub. You could get chicken on it. You could get steak. You get turkey.
My favorite sandwich is Penn Station. I don't know if they're all over. I mean, it's a chain, but I'm not sure if you have them. East Coast Subs is chicken teriyaki. Unreal. However, 2 weeks ago, we went to Columbus. We went to Wario's, and I had the best Philly cheesesteak of my life. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Unfucking believable. It was the best thing I've ever had.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I go to we do Subway a lot. We do Jersey Mike's a lot. Jersey Mike's has turkey, bacon, a little bit of vinegar, lettuce, cheese. That's it. Yeah. I don't like mayonnaise.
Yeah. If you're going to get turkey, at least get some bacon on it, right?
Yeah. Usually there's bacon on it. I don't like Subway's bacon. That looks like a Band-Aid to me. But Jersey Mike's, they got some good fucking bacon. So it's bacon, lettuce, extra cheese, turkey, and vinegar on my Jersey Mike's.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like ham. I don't like pastrami. I used to like roast beef. Have I ever been to Tommy's in Columbus? No, but someone just recommended that to me as we went. My wife loves Columbus. She loves going to Easton, the shop and stuff, and the kids love it. They got a fountain where like the water shoots out of the ground, so the kids get all soaked. They fucking love it. Never been to Tommy's, but this most recent time that someone DM'd me told me to go there. There's a pizza place. Apparently, I like thin crust pizza. There's a pizza place that apparently is really good in Columbus too. But Columbus is a cool city. What about grilled cheese? Love a grilled cheese.
Love a grilled cheese.
Love a grilled cheese. Don't order it much when I'm out, but like I make a mean grilled cheese.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many places that do a good grilled cheese. There are some. There was one place where they only did grilled cheeses, but they like had different types of grilled cheeses.
Yeah.
So those were pretty solid.
Yeah, down at the beach, it's so funny. So we go to Wilmington, North Carolina, Wrightsville Beach every summer. My grandparents retired there. And the first time we went with my daughter's name is Winnie, my oldest, I typed in best burger in Wilmington, right? It's a small beach town. The number one thing was Winnie's Burgers. It was named after my daughter, which isn't the most common name in the world. Yeah. And we went there, and my daughter got a grilled cheese, and it was like unreal grilled cheese, but amazing burgers. They got really good Cajun fries and stuff like that. So if you're ever in Wilmington, go to fucking Winnie's Burgers, man. It's a great spot.
Made it live for the show. Let's get it, boys.
Let's go, Mason Law.
Glad you're here, Mason Law.
That's my guy right there, Mason Law.
Last chat, and then we'll get into this fight. Have you guys seen Tommy McMillan, his interview after his debut?
Yeah.
He knocked out Islam Makhachev on 4 days' notice.
Yeah, dude. The dude's confident. The one thing that I did like what he said is he's like, I'm going in there and I'm fighting a nobody and I want to get a bonus. So what do I got to do? I got to knock him out in the first round. I kind of like that, right? Like if I don't go out there and knock this dude out in the first round, then like I'm not. What am I here for? I'm not getting a bonus. And he fought like it. But yeah, there are some moments in there where the ego took over, and it's like, all right, let's pull back a little bit, Tommy. But that's my guy, Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn, man.
All right, going back to the fights here. We
Jazz hands.
With Jazz coming in here as a minus 300 favorite, taking on Corina Silva, who sits at plus 250. Jasmine coming off a KO loss, first time she'd ever been finished in her career. Kind of a weird knockout. I mean, like watching it back, I'm like, the left hand really got her like that? I mean, she was definitely not seeing it coming, but it made her do the stanky leg, and then she was on all fours, taking punches, and ref had to step in. So not a good look for her at 37 years of age. Granted, it was to Manon Fiorot, but on the other side, Corina Silva, 5-2 in the UFC, 3-2 in her last 5, coming off the loss to Macy Barber by decision. I mean, I'm looking at this one, BP, and I think the line is a little bit wide, but
yeah,
I do think Jasmine probably wins here. The longer this fight goes, it's definitely going to favor Jasmine. Corina is a girl that very dangerous early on, coming into the UFC. Almost all of her wins are by finish. Very dangerous girl. One of these big, strong Brazilian women. I don't know. I think she's lesbian. I was going to say Brazilian lesbians, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know what she's into or not.
Yeah, not sure. But I'm assuming, part of that community. I think Corina is pretty live for an early finish here.
Yeah.
But I do think Jasmine's pretty damn tough. And as long as, her chin isn't just dust, I think she'll be able to survive it. If she gets put in a bad choke or something like that, Corina is definitely dangerous enough to finish it. But I think that might just play into the hand of Jasmine. It's where she can get on top, starts laying a bunch of ground and pound. and wear out Karine Silva, maybe even find a late finish. So overall, I picked Jasmine.
Yeah.
I like this fight to not go the distance, man. Women's MMA. We've been getting finishes. I think it's like plus 185. I think the early finishing upside for Karine is definitely there. Late finish upside for Jasmine's definitely there. And Karine is not a girl that usually goes to decision, even though she recently has. But in this matchup, I like some violence here. What do you think, BP?
Yeah, I like that. I like Jasmine finished by late here. I like Jazz hands here. I like Jasmine a lot. 37, I don't love. Getting knocked out her last fight, I don't love, but she did get knocked out by a high level striker who admittedly doesn't have the most power in the world, but she got stung. She got stung early, got finished. Karine Silva doesn't have big power in her hands, has some decent chokes, doesn't throw a ton of volume, started UFC career off hot. She finished with the Contender Series and then 3 straight submissions. And then the competition started getting a little harder, and she's one loss. Macy Barber, I didn't think she looked all that good. I thought she was chasing takedowns a little too much against Macy, which is weird. The violence of Macy was a problem for her, and I think Jasmine's going to come in a little pissed off because she was getting talked about in the title stuff. That's why they gave her Furo. She was getting talked about, and she's Canadians' hope in the female division, and then she got finished early, and the talk went downhill, and now she's staring down 40 and going, I need to get this title shot soon. So I think she's coming up mad. And when Jasmine's on her game and when Jasmine's on top, she's dangerous. Like, she has good ground and pound. She's physical in there. And it's easier said than done, but I like Jasmine here. I think her aggression's going to take it out in Silva. I think volume's going to overwhelm her in the beginning because Silva fights off her back foot, tries to counter, has some really good chokes, but doesn't throw a ton of volume. I think she's going to get out-volumed, and as the later the fight goes, you're constantly going to get walked back. You're getting tired, right? And Jasmine's going to eventually land a couple takedowns, pound you out. I see TKO. I see a finish. I like you do late in this fight, probably round 3. I think it's great. You're probably going to get a really nice lay for your mummer. You're paid, get good money. That's what I should say. Someone in the chat said round 3 as well. Round 3 a decision. I love that play. Minus 300 is a little wide for a 37-year-old coming off a knockout, but I'm okay with it. We're gonna chase a prop in this one. I believe I put her in a parlay. So again, your boy knows chicks. I hadn't known the earlier chicks, but I know these chicks. I know Jazz Hands is going to get it done here. Gives me Jasmine Jazius.
Look at this chat. I don't know if we can confirm that, but 13% is the win rate after a KO loss for females in the UFC.
Wow. That's a good stat page.
That's pretty nuts if that's true.
That's scary because I just was very confident in Jasmine, and that stat just said, go fuck yourself, baby.
Parlay Prince is parlaying her with Jordane and saying a prayer. I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of that. A lot of those Canadian parlays. Last 3 fights, you go Jasmine, Jordane, Malott. One of them's got to lose, man.
It's true. Or they don't fucking have to lose, bro. It's Canada. They got milks in bags, bro.
You remember that Canadian card where all the Canadian fighters won?
I remember a Canadian card where all the Canadian fighters lost.
Well, there was one of those too.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah,
it was the Nunes Aldana card.
Okay, yeah.
Pay-per-view, and all the Canadians won, and I think 4 of them were underdogs.
Yeah,
that's when Blake Builder went in there on LSD.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Jasmine was a big dog against Miranda Maverick.
Yeah, that's when they thought Maverick was.
Who else
amazing? She's had another kid. I think she's pregnant again. She had a kid. I think she's pregnant again.
She's popping them out. I got to see this card because there was, Barrialt won. He was like a slight favorite, I think.
Bag milk is hella underrated, says Lucky Lou. I'm going to go ahead and say something to the chat. This shouldn't surprise anybody. Don't like milk.
Why not? What's wrong with milk?
I just don't like it, man.
Yeah, I'm not a big milk drinker, but
I mean, I'll have it in some cereal, and if it's food, I'm fine. But you put a glass of milk in front of me, I ain't drinking it. No way. Yeah,
sometimes it hits.
Really?
Sometimes it does.
I'm like a water guy, a Coke guy.
Fairlife milk, which I think is like
that's what my wife gets. She gets, dude. My wife is really into, and she should be, all the shit we put in our food. There's why does our food have 100 chemicals in it, and in Europe they don't, or whatever. So she gets like the fancy milk because she drinks coffee and shit, so she likes that. And the kids eat a fuck ton of cereal.
Don't drink soy milk, boys and girls.
Don't be a soy boy.
Be a soy boy. Milk is for lesbians. Well, we got a lesbian here that does not like milk. So
I don't like milk, brother. Dude, my mom used to drink milk with like fucking spaghetti. She'd eat a steak dinner with milk. Dude, my mom was crazy. Not me, dude.
I like milk with like something a little spicy.
Really? Yeah. Well, it curbs the spice, right? I see on Hot Ones they do. That's the last time I had milk. A buddy of mine, we did the Hot Ones video, and I got milk, and it didn't work. It didn't work for me.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work the best, but it helps. It helps a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think it's dog or pass money line. Fight doesn't go the distance, plus 185. I might be all over that this week. Another women's MMA finish. Let's move on to
Here we go.
BP's main event. We got the lightweight division. Mandel Nallo making his UFC debut as a minus 170 favorite. He's never been to the judges' scorecards. Jai Herbert, on the other hand, has been going to the judges' scorecards very consistently recently. Jai Herbert comes in as plus 145, underdog. He's 3-5-1 in the UFC. His last fight was against Chris Padilla, which was a very close fight, but ultimately he did not get his hand raised in his home country. Before that, he got a win against Rolando Bedoya, lost to Faraz Ziem, a draw to Ludovic Klein, and a win against another Canadian, Kyle Nelson. So going into this one, I'm going to let you go first, BP, because I know you're passionate take. Take it away, bro.
So I love Mandel Nallo. He got on my radar many years ago. There was an Asian American YouTuber who would go to different gyms and spar people. And he went to TriStar, and he's like, and he was good. He was capable. And he looked at the camera and was like, I just got done sparring this guy named Mandel Nallo, and he just fucking destroyed me. And I went up to Faraz, like, who the fuck is that guy? And they're like, oh, he destroys everybody. And then he gets signed to Bellator or whatever. Rat Garbage was his nickname then. Now it's Mango. I love Rat Garbage. Striking, super fluid, super great. His takedown defense is but he's got a really good rear naked choke if he can get it there. His jiu-jitsu's okay. Obviously training at a high level gym in TriStar there. I have some inside sources though. As a journalist with integrity, I won't spoil those sources, but they tell me that Nallo's the type of guy who has all the talent in the world. Will wreck a room. No one touches him, but he doesn't work super hard, right? He doesn't really, it's almost like a Croin Gracie thing where there's all this talent, but he doesn't really want to do this. He'll do it. I'll take a fight. It's fun. I'll fight. I'll get a paycheck. Then he'll go off and do, harvesting crystals or what the fuck weird people do, right? Mm-hmm. That's the kind of knock on Nallo. And it makes sense. He's been a pro since 2012. He's only had 17 fights. He's 36 years old, which I don't love. But Jai Herbert's 37. And Jai Herbert's a little bit chinny nowadays, in my opinion. Jai Herbert, I think, is a good striker, but I think Mandel Nallo is head and shoulders above Jai Herbert. I think Mandel Nallo creates distance and range, his footwork. He's a sniper. He's got good kicks. He's got good punches. His straight punches are electric. He looked great on the Contender Series, but he fought kind of a nobody. This is a good matchup for him in his UFC debut here against Jai Herbert. I absolutely love Mandel Nallo. I teased last week of my big wager. This is him. This is Mandel Nallo. This is the $600 wager. That's the most I've ever bet on a fight. It ties my record. My units are $100, so this could be a 6-unit play for me. It ties my record with Izzy versus Jan. I lost that one. So we're trying to get a win here. I like Nallo in this spot. I've been a fan of this guy forever. I just wish he would come back with Rat Garbage. I'm not sure he told him to change that. Probably was the UFC, because Chad Mendes back in the day, his nickname was Money Shot. And the UFC's like, bro, that's coming on some chick's face. We can't use that. You got to change it to something else. So the UFC probably was like, bro, we're not doing Rat Garbage. I like Nallo here. I think he's smooth. I think he's slick. If he gets caught, Jai Herbert is a capable striker. He's been around for a long time, but I think this is the fight that's going to send him back to Cage Warriors. I like Nallo here. I like Nallo by knockout. Big time. And we are going to be watching this very closely because, goddamn, I do not want to lose $600.
BP.
Do it. Don't do it.
I don't like it, dude. I don't like it.
Come on.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I don't like it.
Come on, man. He's never lost to another striker, though, bro.
I mean,
well, hold on.
I don't really think this is like some great matchup for him. I will say that.
I will agree with that because I will, because he's fighting a guy. He uses his reach and length very well, and he's fighting a guy taller and lengthier than he is. I will agree with that. Not the most ideal matchup for him.
I mean, I don't really think. I think Nallo's solid.
Yeah,
but I mean, he hasn't beaten anybody good.
He's only beaten the people they put in front of him, bro.
I mean, but he's also lost 3 times.
Jai Herbert's lost 6 times.
I mean, look at his recent losses, though. I mean, it's not to like bad opposition. Chris Padilla is undefeated in the UFC.
Yeah, Chris Padilla fought like an idiot in that fight. Faraz that dude's hot right now.
Yeah, he's on a 5-fight win streak.
Yeah, he's hot.
Right with Ludovic Klein. If they didn't take the point, he would have won.
Yeah, but dude, he got knocked out by some guy named Topuria, bro.
Yeah, he got knocked out by Topuria. Lost to Moicano. I mean, the worst loss is definitely Trinaldo.
But Trinaldo looks like the dad from Friday.
Yeah, I mean,
he got knocked out around 3. But he gassed bad in that fight. I remember that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably a Jai Herbert decision, but I'm not like super confident in it. I think it probably goes to decision because Nallo isn't like some super aggressive fighter. Like he's a pretty.
Let me address this real quick because never lost his striker, big umbrella. He got 2 KO losses. The one was from Nick Brown, who took him down and beat him up on the ground. That's not a striker. Yeah, he got TKO, but he didn't fucking lose to a striker. He does have a leg kick loss in there against Kilis Motos, which I haven't seen that fight, but.
He got a drop. He got that drop foot. Like
is that what happened? Did they hit that nerve
to Cejudo and Chandler and Bellator?
Yeah,
yeah. It was weird. Like he took a leg kick. It was like super delayed, and then he started like what happened to O'Malley too against.
Yeah,
Chandler.
Right. You know who else it happened to? Fucking Jimmy Crute.
Yeah, Jimmy Crute. Yeah. I don't know, man. I definitely not laying -170 on Nallo. I can tell you that, BP.
I'm laying it big, and I'm gonna sprinkle with him by KO as well. I believe in my guy. It's been a long time coming. Again, I just got that inside information this week. I was texting with somebody who has trained with Nallo and knows him well, and they told me like talent for days, but it's just like. Does he want to be champion? Does he want it? Whatever, we don't know. But he is staying relatively active. He fought in September, turn around in April. They wanted to keep him on the Canadian card. He's high up on the card. Fun striking matchup here. I think it's his time to shine, brother. The
only thing that's holding me back on Herbert is that he's a Cage Warriors guy. And it's like I can't believe in a Cage Warriors guy, but it's been a long time since he's been in Cage Warriors. Jai he's a solid striker.
He is. He's not a best striker. I just think okay.
Like I might actually bet on Jai Herbert, but I might just bet the over 2.5 plus 140. Because I mean Jai's he's not gonna get into like a firefight. He can make a fight boring pretty quickly. You know? I mean, look at Chris Padilla this past Saturday. Chris Padilla was like, how many strikes did he land? 100 plus. And when he fought Jai Herbert, he only landed 39. So, I mean, he'll make a fight boring. And if he makes this fight boring against Nallo doesn't win minutes, dude. He's not like a minute winner. He's a finish you type of fighter. So,
yeah,
I think it's Jai Herbert or pass. If this fight goes the way the last 2 fights of each of them went, Nallo wins. I mean, what?
I think they're saying if Nallo fights like he fought his last 2 times and Jai Herbert fought his last 2 times, Nallo wins. Yeah, that's Jai Herbert wrestled against Bedoya, which was weird. 2 takedowns. I'm curious if he's gonna wrestle Nallo, because Nallo takedown defense is okay. He does have a good back game. He does have a good rear naked choke, but and Jai Herbert has been submitted by rear naked choke before, but that was by Moicano back in the day. Moicano is pretty sticky when he gets on you. So,
bro, all 4 of his wins after the Bellator run for Nallo are like complete bums.
Like, I'm not disagreeing with that. Yeah. And what did he do with those bums, though?
I mean, he did what he should do.
He didn't take it right.
Yeah,
he didn't take him to decision. He got him, sent him home, got him out of there.
I mean, Jai Herbert was finishing everybody in Cage Warriors. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. And fighting
about everybody. But, yeah.
He did lose to Reese McKee back in the day.
Ooh, yeah, he did, bro. Fucking Reese McKee's fighting tomorrow night.
That is fucking rough. We'll see. I mean, this is a maker.
I want to bet you so bad, but I owe you a bet already. Speaking of that, I have reached out to my guy Hunter Frazier, who's a pro fighter. Within the coming, his gym is about 45 minutes away from me. So in the coming weeks, I will be going to his gym and I'll be receiving a calf kick. Also, since I've made the delay and wait, whatever, I'm going to receive a body shot too. So I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you two. The video will be posted. Maybe I'll save the video and we'll post it on the podcast. We'll do something. But yeah, that's coming within the couple weeks. Reach out to my guy Hunter. So that the punishment's coming.
And if Nallo loses, you have to add a head kick into that.
I can't I'll fucking eat that shit, bro. Size of his head. No, I can't. I don't even know if fucking Hunter can get his leg up that high, but I'm a tall drink water. But no, I can't bet the Nallo fight. I have too much at stake. The last time I did a side bet with my giant wager was Izzy Jan, and I lost. And then the dude that I lost to, I kicked him off my podcast. So I don't want to do that. So I'm too invested already. So I mean, the bet hasn't been placed, but too invested. Now this is a fight I love.
Herbert's nickname has always been the Black Country Bank.
It has, because that's where he's from in England. I think they call the Black Country or whatever.
Oh, we got a bantamweight bout here. Kyler Phillips comes in as the underdog, plus 130, taking on Charles Jordane. Sits at minus 150. Jordane moved down to 135. And he pulls off back-to-back guillotine wins. One against Victor Henry, who had never been finished, and one against Davey Grant, who had been submitted 3 times before that. Victor Henry was 37. Davey Grant was 39. So now he's getting an opponent that is on his level as far as age goes. Kyler Phillips, back-to-back losses, one to Vinicius Oliveira, one to Rob Font. It's an interesting fight. This feels like it could be a letdown spot for Charles Jordane. But I don't really love, the Kyler Phillips. I mean, I don't love him because stylistically, this fight is probably going to look pretty poor as it goes on. Unless Kyler Phillips has improved his cardio in some way. In some way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some way.
I mean, it could be deceiving. I did see his like promotional photos. It doesn't look like he has,
Oh, right. Well, I'm not talking like fucking getting on TRT.
I know. We're talking about the TJ Dillashaw route, right? Yeah. It doesn't appear to be, but yeah, you never know.
Like if Kyler Phillips comes out here and he doesn't look gassed in round 2 or 3, then he's definitely on something. But yeah, I mean, Charles Jordane probably going to look better as the fight goes on. Kyler Phillips, round 1, always an amazing fighter. I don't think he's ever lost a round 1. So considering that, minus 150 going into this fight for a guy that's probably going to lose round 1. It's not a given, but probably. I don't love it, but I do think Jordane could break him as the fight goes on. And considering it's tough to hold Jordane down, that's probably going to tire out Phillips if he does try to wrestle. I do think Jordane wins. If it goes to decision, it probably comes down to that second round. Who's going to get the second round? I'm not really sure. But I do favor Jordane ever so slightly. What do you think, your BP?
Yeah, cool guy Kyler. Cali Kyler. This dude was my guy early on. I liked him a lot. And then, round 3 hits. And it's like, oh, this dude, if he's not the nail, if he's not dominant the entire time, then he starts fading. Always has. Jordane, I think, has looked unbelievable early at 135. 2 fights, Victor Henry and David Grant, not the highest level of competition. Submitting David Grant, though, is kind of impressive. David Grant does have some decent jiu-jitsu chops. Victor Henry's been around for a little bit as well, so submitting him's not good. He has an amazing guillotine, and he looks so physically good at 135. He's good to be the bigger man. He's only 30 years old. He has a wealth of experience. He's been fighting guys that have been too big, too strong for him for a while. 35 is his right weight class. Can't talk. Kyler Phillips is a really good round 1 guy. Kyler Phillips will land takedowns in round 1. Got to be careful with your neck. But Jordane, Charles Jordane, he is pretty good at getting back to his feet. He is lengthier as a guy. He fights longer and he kind of hunches a little bit and he finds good shots. I think his striking is really top notch. His brother Louis Jordane as well, both great striking. Come from a good camp. Louis
Sutherland.
No, I almost said Louis Southern. Louis Jordane, good striking as well. Look great in the Contender Series. I think it's all Jordane. You know what I was going to do is I was going to text you and say, I'm going to do 2 empty clips. It was going to be Nallo and Jordane, but I was going to split it. I was going to do 300 on Jordane, 300 on Nallo. And I'm like, that's not really empty. I got to empty it on one person. So I picked Nallo, but I like Jordane big here. I like him by submission, which the last time I checked was like +5 something. Yeah. I'm going to play him by that. It's +575 by submission. I'm going to play him by that because I can see cool guy Kyler getting a little too cool for his bridges in round 3 and giving up his fucking neck. I like Jordane. I like Jordane big here. I like the Canadians here. I like that we're disagreeing. One of us is going to be really happy. One of us is not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like sold on Kyler. I mean, I was like, when I was going through tape, I'm looking to see, does Kyler Phillips ever give his neck up for Jordane to take it? Because he might have one of the best guillotines in the fucking UFC, dude. I mean, his guillotine is nasty. And he's only faced 1 submission attempt. And it was against Gabriel Silva back in 2020. And I think it was a leg lock. So, I mean, he hasn't even – I mean, look at the guys he's facing, too. They're not like –
I mean, this is the Max Holloway. Max Holloway never really fought any grapplers. Got grapple fucked by Oliveira. Is Kyler Phillips fucking – he's only got 2 submissions on his record. This is a guy that's supposed to be the jiu-jitsu guy. Charles Jordane has 7, right? So – and he's been fighting – to me, in the wrong weight class for most of his career, all of his career, really, until now.
Yeah. I mean, Oliveira's not a sub guy. Font's not a sub guy. Munoz does have like a decent guillotine, but that fight was on the feet the entire time. Barcelos, not much of a sub guy. You know, does have good grappling, but it's not attacking guillotines or anything. Rojo, no. Paiva, not really. Song Yadong, not at all. Cameron Else, no. So he hasn't really fought anybody with like a solid submission arsenal. So I think Jordane by sub, you know, could be a nice sprinkle considering how wide it is. And
it's really big. It's really big. Yeah.
Considering his guillotine is fucking nasty. And Kyler does usually wrestle in his fights. Like he is going to try to mix that in, especially if he gets tired and, you know, he's trying to, you know, slow down Jordane because Jordane's going to push the pace.
I think speed too. I think Kyler pushes his punches a little bit. I think he's a little slower. I think Jordane with his kicks and his punches, he's gonna be much faster. And I think that's gonna force Kyler to wrestle earlier. We'll see though. I love this fight. This could be a good fight though. I think both these guys are. This is really gonna send them in a different trajectory of 135, right? Yeah. Do I think either of these guys are gonna fight for a title? Probably not. But one guy's gonna get bigger fights. The other guy's gonna be on the prelims. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. Well, maybe not Jordane if they go back to Canada. They'll put him on the main card.
It's another fight I kind of like that ends inside the distance, +120. Even though Phillips has never been finished, I feel like this could be the time.
It's going against a finisher, bro. Let's see.
This could be the time. Because the cardio aspect I hate. And then, you know, Phillips is dangerous in round 1. Jordane's been finished a couple times, but he is pretty durable. So maybe it does make it to the scorecards, but I'm having trouble to find a real passionate side in this one.
Oh, I'm passionate, bro. I'm fucking passionate.
All right, we'll go to the main event of the evening. Please hit the like button for us. Subscribe to the channels if you're not already. Hype it up while you're there. And turn on the notification bell so you can get notified when we go live in the future, which is every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Also, I might do another watch party live stream on Saturday.
Hey, yo.
See Canada. So hit the notification bell to stay tuned for that. Let's hop into the main event. We got a welterweight.
I don't want to sorry to cut you off. I don't want to make promises because, you know, I have 2 little kids and they're unpredictable, but I might join you in the watch party for the Nallo fight. We might sweat that one. You might guys see me break some shit. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Okay, that sounds good. That'd be fun. Yeah. Welterweight bout here. We got Gilbert Burns comes in at +260, taking on Mike Malott, sits at -310. Mr. Canada 6-1 in the UFC. Gilbert Burns on a 4-fight losing streak. Losses to Bilal Muhammad, JDM, Sean Brady, and Michael Morales. He's 39, going to be 40 this year. Mike Malott, 34. What are we thinking here, BP? Does Mr. Canada get it done?
Man, this is a really tough one because I've never been sold on Mike Malott. I think he's pretty good. I don't know how great he is. This line to me seems really wide. I know Gilbert's coming off 4 straight losses, but he's lost to Bilal Muhammad, former champion, lost to Jack Della Molina, former champion. He's lost to Sean Brady, a contender, and he's lost to Michael Morales, who will fight for the title, young fucking killer, who got knocked out last time, which was over a year ago because he needs some time off. Rest the body, rest the brain, rest the brain. But when Gilbert's on, Gilbert's striking is powerful, and his jiu-jitsu is very, very good. Mike Malott, I think people are overhyping him a little bit. I think he does have some decent power. He knocked out Charles Racky pretty good. He had a weird fight with Kevin Holland where he fucking destroyed Kevin Holland's nuts, and Kevin Holland wants to get that fight back. But there's also the Mike Malott who completely crumbled and got magnied by Neil Magny. That wasn't that many fights ago. He got magnied by Magny, then he gets Trevin Giles, who's not in the UFC anymore. He gets Chuck Buffalo, who was an average fighter, and he gets Kevin Holland, who on any given night, anybody can beat Kevin Holland. And it wasn't like a blown away fight. He landed 52 strikes, Kevin Holland landed 49. They both exchanged takedowns. So minus 310 scares me. I have Mike Malott signed on my paper just because Gilbert Burns is coming off 4 losses against very high level competition, but he's coming off a knockout loss against Michael Morales, who's huge, but he's also 40. I mean, he's 39. He's going to be 40.
Yeah, it's going to be.
That scares me a little bit. Mike Malott's in Canada here, but, I just don't know if Mike Malott has really fought anybody like, look at this. Mickey Gall, Johan Lanice, Adam Fugit, lost to Neil Magny, Trevin Giles, Charles Racky, Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's the only name on there, and he's getting a main event. Why? They need Canada stars. He's 34, he's a good-looking guy, trained for years at Team Alpha Male. Now he's got that gym himself that he runs in I believe Niagara Falls or whatever it is in Canada. So they need stars. They need people, and that's why he's in this position because they went to Canada. They're like, let's give him Canadian star. Man, you know what? Fuck it. I want to gamble. I'm going to switch my pick. I have Malott down. I'm going to go Burns. I just think Burns can catch him early. This might be a live betting spot for it too. After the first round, kind of feel out Burns, see what he has, and maybe go chase. I'm going to pre-bet Burns at plus 260. And then if he looks 40, then maybe try to salvage it and get a little money back. But I don't know, man. I just don't know if Mike Malott's the guy. I just don't know if he's the guy. Yeah. Minus 310 scares me. And Gilbert Burns has been in there with everybody. Yes, he's going to be 40, but he's still got power, and his jiu-jitsu is still very good. And we've seen Mike Malott crumble to Neil Magny. So give me Gilbert Burns. Not looking back. Switch pick, babe.
Okay, some skepticism from BP, and he's going with the dog. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
BP,
yeah.
This might upset some people, especially some people from Canada.
Uh-oh.
If Mike Malott was American,
yeah,
I don't even know if he'd still be in the UFC.
God damn, he said it. He done said it.
This is one of the biggest Mickey Mouse runs I have ever seen.
He's got nobody on his record.
Nobody.
No one.
They have matched this guy up so lightly.
Yeah.
At every opportunity. They even waited to book Gilbert a fight so that they could put the 39-year-old on a 4-fight losing streak against Mike Malott in a main event in Canada. That's how bad they need Canada to succeed.
They need it. They do.
They need it that bad. And I think this matchup, it's like, this is the first time he's getting like a decent fighter, but he's clearly not getting, the good fighter at their peak time or anywhere near their peak. 4-fight losing streak. But it's Gilbert Burns. People know the name.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Malott is not anything special. People are talking like he's like the next up and coming prospect. He's 34.
34.
He's 34. And he didn't pass the Neil Magny test.
Got Magnied, bro.
If you don't pass the Neil Magny test, you don't ever become something. That's just the way it goes. If you don't get past the gatekeeper, you're not going to be something. Especially not at 34. Maybe if you lose to Magny when you're like 25, 26. But he lost to him in what, 2024, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
He was 32?
Yeah.
32 is supposed to be your prime. Now he's 2 years later and he's beaten Officer Giles by boring decision.
Yeah.
He beat Charles Racky by KO. decent win, but you look at Charles Radke's wins in the UFC, they're not anything special either.
Mm-mm.
And he beat Kevin Holland after kicking him in the nuts. And the only reason that wasn't a draw is because they were in Canada and the ref didn't take a point.
Should have taken a point for sure.
They should have absolutely took it a point for the nut shots that Mike Malott landed, and it would have been a draw. And Kevin Holland won the first round.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland won the first round. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? The early line on Mike Malott was like, what?
Yeah.
You know? Like, this isn't Michael Morales.
I know.
Mike Malott used to fight at featherweight.
Right. Not a big dude either. And
Mike
Gilbert Burns used to be a 55er, but Gilbert Burns, dude, he's a thick dude. He's a thick boy.
And, you know, Mike probably filled out too. He's 6'1". But like Michael Morales looks like a fucking light heavyweight, dude.
Michael Morales is so big.
He's massive. And outside of that, I mean, Gilbert going to decision with Sean Brady wasn't much of a fight, but that's a fight where he's not going to out wrestle Sean Brady. He's not going to out wrestle Bilal Muhammad, and he got injured in that first round of that fight. He did out grapple. He did out grapple JDM until he got caught with a minute left.
That was a fight that he was going to win. He got caught with a fucking flush knee.
Yeah,
over a former champion.
What I'm scared is like if Mike Malott doesn't finish him in the first couple rounds, which I would be shocked if he did. Like I feel like he would have to land the perfect punch, and he'd have to really fall on Gilbert and land really good follow-up shots.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do that, like around 3, 4, 5, I feel like Gilbert's cardio is still going to be fine. Mike Malott's cardio is never good. There's a reason he's been to 2 decisions his last 3 fights when he had never been to decision before, because he's scared to gas out.
Yeah. Low volume too. Yeah. He went for 4. He landed 4 takedowns. He went for 12 against Neil Magny and got gassed. And Neil's like, you're Magny, bro. And destroyed him in the clinch, put him down. And that was all cardio. And so he goes, all right, I'm going to start picking my shots. I'm going to work on my cardio. I'm not going to gas out. Problem is, dude, Gilbert Burns is a good counterpuncher, and he's got power, dude. I mean, he dropped Chimaev. Chimaev's fucking massive, right? And Gilbert Burns, I mean, I know that was a while ago. 39 scares me, but Mike Malott's fought nobody. Minus 310 I think is absurd.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think Mike Malott should be the favorite just based on like
sure. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Trajectory. But I mean, I think I'd put him at like minus 180. And I feel like that's kind of generous too. You know?
Yeah.
Like Gilbert
in Canada too. I can see them pricing him 180, 200, and I still think that'd be high. But Canada main event, 39-year-old coming off 4 losses, but coming off 4 like really good losses. If we're being honest, I mean, he's fought the who's fucking who.
I think the fact that he got KO'd by Morales early round 1 is like probably a big reason why the line is still wide. Because it wasn't a good look. I mean, Morales kind of ran through him. Yeah. I mean, Morales did the same thing to Sean Brady in the next fight.
Yeah, and Morales would absolutely do the same thing to Mike Malott. They fought
100%. I mean,
without question.
Itch Malott.
Yeah,
like really bad. So, yeah, I think if you're gonna bet a money line here, it's got to be Gilbert Burns. But
100%. I
kind of like the overs. Over 2.5 is plus money. I don't think Malott finishes him. I don't think Malott is some murderous power puncher.
No.
I think Malott can handle himself on the ground. If Burns gets some takedowns, I think he could lose minutes, but I don't think he's going to get finished. Especially like early on. I think his jiu-jitsu is good enough there. And then another thing with Malott is like he usually has to use some type of grappling to win fights.
Correct.
Is he going to out grapple Gilbert? Like if Malott shoots a takedown here, Gilbert's probably going to be like, all right, let's fucking go. Let's grapple, Bro,
Gilbert Burns got into MMA because he was a world-class jiu-jitsu competitor, world champion, was Vitor Belfort's jiu-jitsu coach at like 22. Vitor Belfort's like, this guy's my coach. He's that good. He was the only guy Chimaev fought where Chimaev didn't want to grapple with him. Like, this dude's got chops on the ground. He's very good. I know Sean Brady bodied him, but Sean Brady's an excellent grappler himself. Is a big stud, big, thick kid. Took him down a lot. But Gilbert Burns, man, this goes to the ground. I think Gilbert Burns is going to show levels. I think Mike Malott is going to want to just Pity pat, stay away. Hopefully he's got cardio. I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, I'm not loving the Mike Malott side. Never really been a huge Mike Malott guy, but I mean, the run that they put him on is like, come on, man. I mean, they are trying to.
It's great. When you look at his record, it's nuts. The people he's beaten, and he's gotten a main event. Again, you said it, he's Canadian. If he was American, wouldn't do it.
If he was American, he'd have a much tougher schedule, and he probably would have lost some of those fights. He probably would have been cut.
Yeah,
because, I mean, yeah, I'll do enough. I'll end it there for my Mike Malott slander. All right.
So if you're listening as Mike, we're sorry. You seem like a nice guy. You're Canadian, so you probably are very nice. But you know, it is what it is.
Like a very nice guy. I'm just, you know,
we're keeping it real. You know, we're the mean Americans. You know what I mean? That's what we do.
When it's present. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into the segment, let's rip a couple cards.
Let's rip them.
How funny would it be if we
rip a Mike Malott?
Rip the Mike Malott card.
It'd be fitting. We got an Islam last time, which was dope. We got an Islam, which
we did.
Got to be very happy about that.
We did.
We did get a Kyler Phillips too. Is that a sign that the bet Kyler? Although we did sell it right back. Oh, the sound effect. There we go.
Shara Bullet.
Okay, I don't hate it. Shara Magomedov, the one-eyed pirate. Don't hate it.
It's kind of a clean card though.
It's not bad, yeah. He's got a look to him, bro. Like if he wanted, he could play like bad guys in movies. Like he's got a
he already did, didn't he?
Right, that's right. He did. That's probably why I said that. Yeah, he did. I don't know what movie that was, but
yeah. I mean, if we don't get a decent or like a really good pull, the next one we might sell that and rip a third.
Okay. Let's go. Real good pull here. I'm thinking who do we want? I mean, I've been talking about him with the Go Burns, but like a sick Chimaev wouldn't be bad. And I don't love Chimaev, but it would be a sick card, though.
I think that's one of the best cards you can do.
Really? Yeah. Him crouched down, like fucking look like a demon before the fight. That'd be a sick card.
Dan Merkley.
Deck stain
card?
Deck stain Dan?
Oh my God.
Oh, dude. Deck stain Dan has I was like making a joke before the first cards. Like, what if we get a Sean Shelby? Like the match, like they got a fucking Dan. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I love that it's an orange PSA 9 because Dan Mergulato's skin is orange.
I might get that shipped to my house just so I could wipe my ass with it.
I mean,
man, it's long. Holy shit. Dude.
Oh, Danny boy.
That's probably one of the worst cards you can pull.
That 100% is. Holy that is without question. I mean, unless there's like a fucking Steve Mazzagatti or something lurking.
Oh my God.
We got to do one more. We got to sell. One. I mean, it's your cards. You do what you want. We got to sell one though.
Do I sell the Mergliata? I kind of want to like get it shipped.
I mean, listen,
dude.
Listen, it's worth $27, but like it's also kind of priceless too because it's fucking Dan Mergliata. Yeah, you got to sell the Shara.
I'm selling the Shara. I'm sorry, boys.
He hasn't done much in it. You got to sell the Shara.
I'll sell the Shara.
If we get another ref though, you got to send me another ref. You keep Dan. Yeah. If we get Herb or if we get Jason Herzog or something. I don't want Mark Goddard. I mean, Mark Goddard's a good rep, but I don't want Mark Goddard.
Wait, do I not have enough money?
Oh no.
Hold on. I still have that Stipe and that Cody Garbrandt if you want me to ship it to you.
No, you do whatever you want with it. It's your card.
I don't know what I want to do with it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm about to say it's $60. I saw you have some cash.
Wallet. There we go. Confirm.
Here we go. Fingers crossed, chat. Let's see what it is, man.
Rainbow.
All right.
I know there's like a pretty decent Ariane Celeste card. A little ring girl card.
Ariane.
Mateus Nicolau.
That's worse than Dan Mergliata.
I mean, not value wise. Actually,
why is the value so high?
Might fucking sell that and rip another one, dude.
Do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. This is a Canadian card. We got to get content somehow.
It's kind of a clean card, though. I will say that.
I just think he's a bum, man.
Yeah, Nikolau's not even in the UFC anymore.
No.
It's not even like the fucking card's going to go up in value, you know?
Yeah, we got to do another one. Now I kind of hope we get like
White Spark was lit. It was a clean card.
There we go. All Come on, boys.
Fourth rip.
Gary Copeland. I met Gary Copeland. He's from Northern Kentucky. That'd be a great card.
Paul Craig, the Bear Jew. The Bear Jew.
It's just not our night, bro. The Bear is just not our night. Retired.
We're so dude. We're ripping another one. We're ripping another one.
Fucking rip them all, baby. This is like my mom with the bars and bells at the fucking festivals. The little bars and bells you rip, dude. She's like, just one more. It's fucking $100 in bars and bells.
I mean, you could sell it back 90% of the value.
I know it's great. It's a great feature. My mom was down $100. Jeez. All right, here we go. This is the one.
Penny. All right, we're fucking done. Penny Kianzad? Are we fucking serious right now?
Why does she have a card, dude? I should have a card for her. That's
gold disco. It's a gold disco card.
Ooh,
Penny Kianzad.
Penny doesn't even want that one.
Do I have?
There's just not our night, bro. It's just not our fucking night. We got Dan though. We thought Dan was gonna be the worst one. No, we've fucking
not our night.
Not our night. Not our night.
The Sharp Bullet card was the best card we fucking sold.
We sold it. We sold it.
If you guys want to rip some cards, you can do that on homofightcards.com. I think that's what it is. Or you go to collectibles.com. A $60 pack, up to $1,500 value. So you can get, I was right, the Chimaev card.
That's the number one card, yeah. Woo!
Get a Sean O'Malley signed rookie PSA 10 as well.
Hey, that's my guy, Sugar. I'm wondering if Tommy Milon's got a card yet because I need that. By the way, I don't know much about cards or any kind of cards. I saw an interview with Mike Trout, and they were talking about, they're like, how much do you think your best card is or whatever? Dude, it's like millions of dollars. I'm like, holy shit. It's like his rookie one of one. I'm like, whoa.
Go to homofightcards.com. You can rip it, $60 per pack. Rip it live. You can keep the card in your virtual vault, like I was showed there. So if you look at my virtual vault, I think it's in my wallet now. REPACKZ. My packs. Yeah, here. So these are my packs. These are all cards we ripped on stream. The Cody G, the Stipe, the Islam we pulled last week, and then the Dan Merkley out and Penny Kianzad. You can keep them here like I am, or you can get them shipped to your house, or you can sell them back for 90% market value like we just did a few times. You can use code HeyJive10 to get 10% off your first pack. Go to homofightcards.com. Start ripping. Actually, I think we got something very special in the works. You might be able to find out what it is pretty soon. But
love that tease.
Great idea. A little tease out there. We'll see if that comes to fruition. But I'm excited about it. I'll say that.
That's awesome.
All right, let's go to the empty the clip.
Everyone already knows. Show my gorgeous man. Rat garbage.
Rat garb.
Listen, hate nothing like it. The chat was a little all over the place there, even though there's a guy kind of spamming the chat a little bit, so I don't really know what the chat feels. I just think this guy's striking is going to be too good. I did say I wasn't going to lose another one. I've lost 2 in a row. So we're back now. We're back to 500 with rat garbage. Like I said, big bet for me. So hopefully this one comes through. Let's go rat garbage, man.
Rat garb. Hopefully go 6 and 6.
Hopefully, bro. I'm curious to see who you got. I think I know.
You know, I actually struggled to find something this week because I haven't put any bets in.
Right.
And there's not really anything I love as far as like, minus money goes. It's usually something I like to go, minus money. Just give me some buffer, In the past, we've done minus 300. Last week was minus 135. This week, I don't know if I'm personally going to empty the clip on him, but if there is a guy that I feel like should be a bigger favorite that I think is going to win, I got to go with him.
Yeah.
Sexy Maxi.
You were really big on him, which gave me confidence. I was a little, not on the fence or whatever, but I didn't love him as much as you did. And then I literally wrote down like a must bet because Hayden liked him. So, yeah.
I mean, minus 125. I mean, it's
a low number. It's great.
It's the way to go. I think it's the way to go this week over Mark Volugdan. So, Sexy Maxi, get it done for me. So we can make it 4 in a row for the empty the clip. Now we'll go to the 3-punch parlay.
Yeah, babe. We need a win.
We do need a win. We got 3 legs here. BP leg is up first.
What's up, babe?
I mean, these are all out of order. Charles Jordane.
Jordane.
I'm going
Siraj.
with Siraj. I was going to go Jasmine, but last minute I pulled out. I went Siraj to get it done. And then we got Nascimento as the third leg.
I think that smashes chat.
Yeah. I mean, we need a dub, dude. We need a dub. We've been on a fucking cold streak for the 3-punch parlay.
Brother, we were blaming on Fatima for a little bit, and we took over. Yeah, but we need a win, Bob.
Maybe we got to bring back Fatima.
We'll bring back Fatima. She loves going dogs in the parlay, which makes it juicy. But
I mean, maybe that's what we need.
We need that. I think you're right.
Maybe we need dog hunting. All right, where's my cursor? There it is. We'll go to the BP Sicko parlay.
Let go, boys. Not the highest I wanted. I had one cooked up. It was a little bit higher, but I kind of went as safe as you could on a Sicko, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, 10-1 odds are higher. BP.
Yep.
First leg, you're going Jordane.
Inside the distance. Absolutely. I think he KOs or finishes. I know Kyler's never been, but I think it's going to happen.
Plus 260. Leg 2.
Nallo KO. I think he's cracking the country banger. And then Jazz Hands, just money line. I know that's high, 1504. That wins, baby. That wins. I was going to go Jordane submission. I was going to go Nallo KO. And then I was going to go, what was the third one I was going to do? Oh, I was going to go Moises by submission. And I'm like, I think I'm going to get a little too greedy. I pulled back just a little bit. But I like that. 15-1 on your money there. All 3 Canada's going to have a good night Saturday, bub.
And you're still up over 11 units on the year.
Hit that one. You just need the one.
1 in 10. You're still up 11 units. So you just got to hit a couple every 10 cards or so, and you're up money.
Yeah, we're hitting this weekend.
My Sickles are currently up 2.92 units, 1 in 10 overall record. This week,
going back to decisions?
Not doing decisions.
Okay.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
We went on a couple weeks where we did decisions. And then last week was the money line parlays, all 3 dogs. We went 2-1. This week, not really liking a ton of money lines, but I am liking some violence. I'm liking some violence. So we're going to go 3 legs, fights to not go to decision.
Interesting.
All at plus money. Leg number 1. Oh, my God. It doesn't show up.
No distance, Jordane.
Okay, well, I don't know what happened with the fucking pictures, but first fight, no distance, is Gage Young and Thiago Moises.
Okay.
Second fight is Jasmine versus Corine Silva. Fight does not go the distance. And the third leg is Charles Jordane, Kyler Phillips. Fight does not go the distance.
I like all that.
1209.
You're not against me in any of that, so I'm going to play that with you, bub.
Let's see some violence. Three legs plus money. We don't want the judges involved. All right.
Let's get judges out of here.
Get some finishes on Canada.
Need it.
All right, boys. That's the end of the show. Reminder, get your picks in on 3punchconvo.com. Link down in the description below. Get your picks in. Get a perfect card. You win $1,000. No questions asked. No catch. No sign-up fee. 3punchconvo.com. Get your picks in. And hopefully you take home $1,000 if you're really that guy. If you're really that guy.
Are you that guy?
Can you go 13-0 on a Canadian UFC card?
Are you that guy? I think I might be that guy this weekend. We'll see. We'll see, though, babe.
All right, boys, that's going to do it. Appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. Shout out to everyone in the live stream. Appreciate y'all for being here. And another reminder, I might be. I'm probably going to be going live for the card on Saturday. So if you want to jump in the live, that would be awesome. BP might even show up for the Nallo fight.
I might,
if he's in a good.
If my kids cooperate, we'll do it. Hopefully, my wife takes them out to dinner or something.
Yeah, just gotta put the work in before.
Right.
There you go. BP, you got anything for the chat before we hop out of here?
No, chat, you guys are awesome as always. Go to 3punchcombo.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Audio will be up the minute this gets down. I mean, it'll take probably about a half hour. So I know a lot of my truck driving boys out there love the audio. So the audio, it's been up the past 2 weeks. I haven't fucked up. So continue doing that. You guys are the best. And that's it, babe.
Shout out to the truck drivers. Appreciate y'all. Next week, we'll be back with a Apex card. UFC Vegas 116, I believe. Aljo versus Zalal. We'll be back here at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Till next time, BigJive MMA Show. We out.